Hey, welcome everybody. Welcome to Bourbon Neophyte. I'm Anthony. Hey, you may saw me pop up in there on the chat. No more you now. My dog may pop in. She's right here. You might not be able to see. I'm Anthony. Hey, you may saw me pop up in there on the chat. It's being a little. No more you now. Being a little obstinate. Can everybody hear me? Okay. Let me know in the chat. Got a different microphone I'm trying. It's like my second, well, it's actually my third one, but just want to know how it sounds and compared to the other two that I have. But anyway, no, Scott, that's not the trailer. That's just one of the thumbnails I did. Just was putting it together, but I popped different pictures. I'm going to use one, but it's just going to depend on how well it shrinks down. I shoot RAW a lot, so we're talking 24, 26 megapixels. So I got to dumb it down in order to fit that thumbnail size for YouTube. But I do plan on it. But would you just settle down, young lady? Sorry, just how it is. She's just wants my attention. I'm sure you guys don't have any dogs or understand this at all, but Olivia May wants attention. She was fine for the last 2 hours, and then all of a sudden she decided that right now, at this point in time, guess what? She wants to be right here with me, which is fine. She'll go lay down in a minute. And oh, by the way, I did hide all those squeak toys. However, those of you that do have dogs understand that you can never hide all the squeak toys. She will find one. It may start. Sorry, that's just how it goes when you're dealing with Olivia, that's for sure. Anyway, so the reason why I did this is we've all had these questions many a time asked to us. Hey, what are some good value bourbons, right? Everybody knows when you go out and do your bourbon hunting, you've got a few on your wish list you'd like to have, and you know what they cost. I mean, to find something $50 or less that's a real hitter is hard to find. But even harder to find at $30 or less or under $25, right? Absolutely. They're hard to find. So I've got some here that I've managed to collect because they've just popped up and they're readily available. However, because of everything that's happening with bourbon, with Scotch and just American whiskey in general, Canadian whiskey, things are just scarce on the shelf, right? Yeah, absolutely. They're scarce on the shelf, and just a lot of stuff that's been normal, commonplace is just being difficult to find. Yes, you can find your Jack Daniels and your Jim Beam. Absolutely. They're there. They're great value bourbons if you like that particular flavor profile. However, there are some ones out there that, people really don't look at. They don't think it's worth the money, even at the price, or they feel that something that's less than $20 or $30 can't be good bourbon, right? Well, we all know that isn't right. It's not. If they may not be like a 4-gate, let's say, they may not be up there with a Blood Oath Pack 6 or Blood Oath Pack 7, correct. But for an everyday drinker, and I seen that Tito's in there, he'll come up and tell you, you get an old granddad or you have a wild turkey. Those are great everyday, grab it, drink it. It's wonderful. Everybody knows it. It's delicious. So, I want to talk about this a little bit and get your opinions. Tell me what you think. We're going to have some people that may pop in that are new to us. So if you are new and you haven't done it yet, but I don't think I have not noticed anybody new, particularly in here on the chat. But hey, take a minute. Remember to hit that like button and subscribe. Don't forget, tick on that bell, because if you don't tick on the bell, you don't always get the notifications. But let's get this party started. No, by the way, I was going to do this as like a 50 sub celebration Well, I'm really at 56 now, so it's kind of a moot point. But, you know, in YouTube world, that's a milestone to get at least 50. And then now we're going to be on our way to, you know, 100 subs. But, you know, I'm happy with it. I'm good. I can't complain. So for the first one that I'm going to get into tonight, I'm going to go ahead and I've already poured them because I wanted to be ready for what's going on. And I wanted to give these things a chance to open up because literally they're all neck pours. I just cracked the top, you know, within the last hour. So poured some in the glass about 20 minutes ago, 25 minutes ago to let them open up. And we're going to see how these expressions are. Oh, hey, by the way, Cheech, did you get any rain down there here today? My wife said it rained like a cow pissing on a flat rock. She sent me a picture. She was so excited by it. But let's just see who actually is all here in chat. I know I saw Tito. I saw Scott. I saw Bourbon, John T. Hey, cheers on there. Oh, Mr. Whiskey Shits. I don't know how the heck I missed you. Yeah, I figured you'd like that shirt. What do you think? And I did survive. You know, I did survive the stream, but it is a nice shirt. It's amazing what just shows up. Hey, Nick, how are you? If anybody here didn't know, his wife put on one heck of a fundraiser in the live stream last night. It truly was epic. And I don't think there's anybody that's on here right now that didn't see it. I think everybody that's on here did. Ghostface, what's up? Hey, nothing wrong with driving and listening. I guarantee you this is going to be better than anything you can get on the radio or Sirius. You know, definitely going to be better. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. Do. Just give me a second here. I'm clearing some things out. Yeah, it was. I'm just trying to get some stuff popped up on the screen. I split the monitors so that way I don't have to keep staring off one side. I can continue to look at the camera, actually see what's going on for once. I was telling Mike earlier today that I worked out the difficulties. It just, oh my gosh, sometimes these stupid computers and how they determine what works, what doesn't work. Settings get hijacked when you download things or you plug something else in and it downloads new drivers. What a pain. Sherry, gee, how are you? Thanks for popping in there. So let me go over here and do one more thing. Put this here. Let me go over here, one more thing, put that there, then go here. All right. Those of you that got a few minutes know the drill. I pinned the link to the chat up there. Feel free to pop on when you got a few moments. You want to chat about these value bourbon. But the first one I'm going to pull out is, everybody knows this one, but it's a great pour. Wild Turkey 101, right? It's a great everyday pour, about 25 bucks. You cannot go wrong with that. You know, I like Wild Turkey. I love my rare breed. You can't just go wrong with some rare breed or even the rye. I think it's great. So I just decided, what the heck? Let's go back to the basics. Let's see what's what. And let's see what's what and try some of these things. Man, you know, still has your normal Wild Turkey type of a profile. It's a great little sipper. Cheated earlier as I poured it in there. I thought, I poured a little too much. Well, I'm not going to pour it back into the bottle. So I decided, what the heck? I'm going to have myself a little sip, you know? So anyway, Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You can definitely taste the caramel, the vanilla, the spice in the wild turkey. So it's the standard profile from the rare breed, whether it's the bourbon or the rye. Um, Being at 100 proof plus, this is a hitter. 100 proof ones are like, they're my good spot. That's the spot I like a bourbon to be at if I'm going to taste it. I don't mind the 90 proofs, the 95. When I'm looking, I really try to stay in that area. I've got some 80 proofers. I mean, if I just want to sip on something because I've got some people over and I'm doing stuff and mostly I'm going to put them in a drink. That's what I'm going to use them for. What the heck? That's this. Oh man. It's still a good sip. I don't care. They are really good sips. Really. Sorry. I'm moving this thing on because it's addicting. Trying not to look at the chat, look at yourself on one side, stare at this, and then you're sipping on this, and it's like, ooh, this is not too bad. So, hold on here. Hey, what's up?
What's up, buddy? How are you?
Oh my God, I'm perfect.
I know. Are you still batching it tonight?
Yeah. I took your lead, by the way.
Oh, you did? What was that?
I'm in the living room on the couch.
Oh, man. Yeah, it's comfy, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I was laying down, but somebody took over.
Yeah, I knew you would understand. Absolutely.
I was totally going to lay down Bourbon style.
Oh.
But then I
think
decided
you
not
copyrighted
to.
that.
Did you see in the Shelf Turds chat there was somebody called Burr Ryan?
No. Actually, I was going to pop in and watch what was going on, but I just got sidetracked doing some other things. And then, of course, the dog required my attention, in the last 45 minutes. So I knew that if I did not do something with her, I would not get this moment of peace right now. She's being very calm here, laying at my feet, and that's a good thing. So we're going to keep
Proman.
Anyhow.
Yeah, we're on the same end of the couch.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, that Burr Ryan bourbon. I thought it was you dicking around for a little bit there.
Well, it could be. I wouldn't put it past him.
I thought he was being funny.
No, not Bourbon. I can't believe it.
Yeah, then I realized Bourbon's never funny.
He's serious. I mean, look at that hair.
Serious as hemorrhoids.
You got to be serious.
He's, my dad used to say I was serious as hemorrhoids. Man, I was serious, but everybody laughed at me.
Hey, Scott, we do what we got to do. Okay? When it comes to comfort, you just got to do it. There's no ways around it. That's for sure. But anyway, so what is one of your favorite go-to value type bourbons, Mike?
So probably Early Times Bottled and Bond.
And that's another one that's getting harder to find. These are these things that we know about. And there are some people that, they're not just going to run out and grab a $15 bottle of Early Times. They don't think that it's a decent bourbon or it's a decent bottle to have because everyone, like I said, everyone's focused on price. Price isn't always it. We've all spent some money on a bottle and had a couple of pours out of them and go, this is crap.
Like that would probably be my favorite budget. Although just straight Knob Creek 100 proof is pretty damn good. I mean, it's not quite budget, I guess. It's a little above what you'd call some of those budgets, but
Yeah, it's more than $25.
Scott Tilton, if you ever want early times bottled and bond, it's all over here. I can get you a bottle, although it costs as much to ship it to you as the bottle costs almost.
Exactly. I was just looking at that popped up into my view when I glanced down at the screen, and I'm like, oh yeah. Here, when it's here, it's about $16 for a bottle. I don't know what
we get it for. Ours is about 22, 23.
Early times.
Yep, bottled and bond. Yeah.
Yeah, it's $16, maybe 18. I just haven't seen it in a while on a shelf, but when I have, I'm going to say it's right in that price range, which it just depends on where you are.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a little different everywhere you go, yeah.
I mean, here, if you spend $100 on a bottle, add $10 for tax.
Yeah.
That's just what it is here in Nevada. It's $10.
I want to know, like, how are casinos taxed on alcohol?
They're not taxed any different. They just add it onto the price and then add 10 more times to it.
So, like, when they give it away at the casino, does that count?
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, they pay, because when you get that pallet dropped off, you paid.
Oh, you just pay at that point.
Yeah. Remember, that distributor has it, right? So you have to pay for that. So just like when we buy a bottle, you're paying the tax. They bought a bottle. So all that's figured into the price for a pour. So that's why you spend $7, $8, $9 for a Miller Lite. I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, I'm first admit I've worked in a casino for 20 years. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm gonna have to go to the early times here in a second.
You all right?
I started with Richie Z wanted me to start with Old Elk earlier, but then this fell off a shelf today, so I had to crack it just to make sure the cork wasn't bad or anything.
Now remember what I said. I wasn't buying anymore this week. That failed.
Yeah, yeah, I saw that. And so this is a single barrel pick that like 3 stores here in Northern Colorado did for barrel. So they kind of went in together. It's 7-year.
That's the same company that makes the Stella.
Yes. So the Stella is their budget. Yeah.
And it is, in my opinion, not a good pour. There are people that may make their foot tap, but I had it. I'm glad I didn't spend the money, and it was MSRP, so $55. But a bottle for either the bourbon or the rye, I just was not impressed.
Yeah, Cheech. Hey, Cheech wants you to. I don't know if you have.
I thought he was. We'll fix it.
Yeah, I don't know if you have YouTube open. You can do that.
Yeah, I have it on the other screen. As I said, it's great to have the 2 screens, but for some reason the Windows 10.
Yeah, Evan Williams bottle and bond is under 20 here. Early times is just over 20 here.
All right, Cheech, handled. But I thought you were.
And then Nick wants to know what the best liquor store in Vegas is.
I can't tell you because Mr. Whiskey Shits would get upset. See?
So just ask Whiskey Shits, Proman. One thing Adam does is share his shit.
Well, we know the honey holes. Mm-hmm. So give him a ring, do them digits, and he'll tell you. We can't
get something budget right now, Adam. You're muted, buddy.
Yeah, I was going to say I can't hear him. I know he's there. Yeah, try it and come back in.
So my buddy just got a Michter's 10 today here in Fort Collins. I missed that one.
Really? All right. Well, he's not muted here, so I'm going to bring him up. Can you hear us now?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
That was weird. So it wasn't muted on here, but for whatever reason, it just never connected coming through.
Yeah. I mean, you weren't muted. I double checked mine before you had popped off. I just looked down at it to make sure I didn't hit it, or because it shows up if I do it. Boom. So wasn't me. Was not me. But so what's your favorite value or budget bourbon?
Full proof.
What is that?
That's just what I'm sipping on. That's not my.
I didn't hear what you said. Something foolproof.
1792.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So
I missed what he said.
I pulled out a couple budget bottles. So we got this guy here. It's only a 90 proof.
Russell's 10.
It's fantastic, and it's like under 30, I believe. Like, or is it 35? Anyway,
not here, but
just the base Smooth Ambler Old Scout 99 proof.
That's like about 35.
$25.
Well, Utah.
No, I bought this one in.
You bought it at our
north of Vegas.
You bought it in the Honey Hole?
No, yeah, the one.
Yeah, on Fifth.
My private Honey Hole.
Yeah, exactly.
And then I popped this guy out too. It's a pretty good budget bottle.
Makers is a great one. Makers is another one. Some people won't grab us.
That was Makers 101 too. That was a little step up, right?
Exactly.
From a standards maker. So do I look like Stanley Wagner? Was that the joke? I don't understand.
I don't know why they would even think that.
I'm not a redhead.
Not Drew Carey anymore.
I do have my Drew Carey glasses, but now I have 3 pairs, so I don't have to wear them on YouTube. So you guys don't make fun of me.
Without a doubt. So what do you think of the shirt, Mike? Pretty good?
Yeah, that's nice. I have my our Schlammering shirt on today.
Ah.
I am.
This showed up in the mail.
Really? I wonder who could have sent you that thing.
Santa Claus. Early present.
Santa Claus.
I was so good.
I am wearing, so Friday we're going live, and I'm wearing my Whiskey Encore shirt Friday night, Cheech.
I heard those things are a real gem if you can get them.
I have one that is a special color, so you can't even get it anymore.
Nice.
Some people.
I mean, I'm a pretty big deal.
So that was the Wild Turkey. The other one that I've been working on, I'm sure you guys have seen this before. Little old tub.
I've seen it. I haven't bought it, but I've seen it.
Again, about $25. Can't beat it. Bottled and bond, unfiltered. And if you like Jim Beam profile, that's what this is. It's made by Jim Beam. At one time, you could only buy it in their store. They didn't have it on the shelf for just you to walk into a store and get it. You had to go there and pick it up. So I just found out recently, when I say recently, maybe the last 5 years, I don't know what the exact number is, but they released it and started putting it on the shelves, and people are buying it. It's another decent bourbon for the $25 price range. And it's 100 proof. Definitely has that Jim Beam profile.
Which one is that, Anthony? That's the Old Tub?
Old Tub.
Mm-hmm. I was just talking to the Jim Beam guy last week, and he's like, Jim Beam didn't even expect that to be hot stuff.
No, it was something that they brought back out. They had it basically in their recipe file. They did it
distillery only, wasn't it?
What's that?
I think it was distillery only.
Exactly. That's what I said. You could only buy it. You could only buy it in the distillery. You can only buy it in the distillery.
Yeah, I know. Nick Proman scooped one of those up a couple weeks ago.
I almost grabbed an Old Granddad 114 today.
I still can't find them.
Dude, just grab one.
Do you want one?
No, for you. They're good.
Oh.
Yeah,
I went to 3 stores today. They were in all 3.
see. They're still not down here. They went out. Was in Total Wine. They had them in. They said they got a case, and as fast as they got the case was gone. Because they're what, $25 on the bottle.
Yeah, they're cheap. You can find them as low as like under 20, like 18, 19.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy to think of that for 114 proof for that much. It's kind of crazy, huh?
Nick wants one. Maybe you can source one for him.
Yeah, I'll grab one, Nick.
Okay.
It's one of those bottles that's not worth shipping, but if I ever come to Utah, I can just bring it.
If you ever come. You guys planning on coming?
Yeah, my wife wants to come out there.
You know, on the first sip of this old tub, it's light for being 100 proof as far as viscosity. But it's not a bad sip so far. I don't have no problem drinking this so far. I mean, I'll go back and revisit it here, but I don't.
Starter, right?
Yeah,
starter pour.
Exactly. You know, at 100 proof, and then you can work your way up to the hazmat and the obtainium, and you wouldn't have a problem.
So I'm wondering with these single barrel barrels, just because they source from so many different places, is there a way to look at the barrel number? Or look up anything on these to see?
I think if you go to the website, look for that particular one, they'll tell you all about it.
Is that the same one that I have?
No. No, you have the seal box. This is a Fort Collins pick.
Oh.
Yeah. That's the rye, isn't it, Adam?
No. We got a place for you to stay, Nick.
It's
We're 45 minutes from all sorts of hiking trails in Rocky Mountain National Park.
And don't forget the golf course.
And we'll golf. And we'll go to the lake.
Does it have water?
It does. And it's not salty.
Okay. Good. That is wonderful. I don't know. Bourbon said that he didn't like this, and that's fine. To each his own. But
I've heard there were some batches that were a little off on it, though.
Oh, I bet
people have hated them, and
they
weren't too bad. I've heard both them.
But in general, for what it is and for the price, this old tub for, like I said, $25.
Is it supposed to be a small batch or no?
I don't think so. Oh my gosh, now you want me to read it? Hold on.
Hey, Mike, does your barrel bottle, does it say distilled in Tennessee, Kentucky, and Indiana?
No, it's a single barrel.
Oh, read on the back. Where does it say distilled in?
It says distilled in Kentucky.
Oh, okay. Mine has all 3 in it.
Yeah, this one's only Kentucky.
Yeah, no, I just think it's just a regular small batch, hodgepodge of 40 barrels and to get the profile, but it's nothing spectacular for what you're thinking, but I said it's a good cheap, everyday pour.
Yeah, come on, Nick. We can go paddle boarding and Rockies games. You don't have to pay for a hotel. We got a suite downstairs you can stay at.
Mm-hmm.
With a pool table.
Hell yeah. Soon to be a bar.
Soon to be there's a bar down there, but there's nothing in it.
You'd rather have it on your bookshelf in your office.
I'd rather have it easily accessible. Yeah, I will say Coors Field, I think, is one of the best parks in the West.
Yeah.
I would say Coors Field, Petco, and what used to be Pac Bell Park, I forget what it's called now, in San Francisco, are probably the 3 best parks in the West right now. They all have that like old school baseball park feel to them. Yeah, Cheech, when you're ready to come to Colorado, buddy, it's there for you too.
Watch out, dude. You might just drive out this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With his trailer.
He'll start driving tomorrow.
2 days. The way he drives, you probably could do it in 2 days.
Yeah, I mean, he drives. It's to Florida. It's probably I want to say it's probably 24-hour drive.
If you're driving straight.
Yeah, if you drove straight through. Let's look. I forget. I don't remember what town. I think he's somewhere near Jacksonville, right?
No, he's south of it, right around, not far from like the Daytona area.
Oh, okay.
Because I thought he was in Jacksonville. I was incorrect. I was incorrect on that statement. But yeah, like I said, I don't think there's old touch bad at all.
$28-hour drive. If you don't mind paying tolls. But let's be serious right now. You're going through Tennessee, Kentucky, Kansas City. I mean, you're going to have like the best whiskey, barbecue, and you get to see the Rocky Mountains all in one trip.
You probably hit a lot of liquor stores too, so probably be like a 34-hour drive.
Yeah, it'd probably be. Yeah, maybe bring a camper. No, he can sleep in that truck. Yeah, a piece of cake.
Bring the chair.
Heck yeah, yeah. You just bring that chair with you. We'll do a stream.
That's right. He'd just take a couple of Red Bulls with him. He'll be good.
I bet you, Cheech, if you drove to Colorado, Adam would drive over here too. It's only about a 6.5, 7-hour drive for Adam.
Yeah, I'll bring the kids.
Dude, I told you we got a lake. There's all sorts of, although the baby wouldn't go in the lake.
No. Not at all.
She's got a little swimsuit.
Yeah.
So anyway. So what else here? Let's see.
I think if you get one 291, Nick, you've tasted them all.
No, he had that one that I had, so he.
Okay, yeah. If you get two 291, you've had them all.
Yeah, he thinks it's something special, but when he tries the other ones, he might not think that way. Well,
you'll see. Like we got the high rye, and I was surprised how it had kind of some of the same hints that maple had.
Just that aspen. Huh?
Yeah, the aspen staves. Yeah, we'll do a schlammering out here, Cheech.
Yeah, Tim Evans, drive a little south and he'll scoop you up, bro.
I'll get the smoker ready. I'll really do a brisket, Cheech. You know, Shane Long promised to do a brisket, and then we got there, and all he made was ribeyes for everybody.
Oh my gosh!
Poor us.
That's a rough life there.
Cheech is like, whatever. I'll do it.
That's right. What the heck?
Yeah, the half chair will travel. All right, I'm going to go get my early times out of respect for your show. I'll be right back.
So my next one that I'm going to try is everyone's one of the favorites, Old Granddad Bottled and Bond.
So you haven't tried that yet?
I haven't had this in a long time. I bought this bottle a couple of weeks ago because it was just gone all the time. I walked into one of our favorite haunts and it was there. And my guy says, hey, it's the last one. And I don't know when I'm getting it back. So I picked it up and again, $24.99 for it. And I thought, it's been a long time since I've had Old Granddad, period. You know, back in college, we did Old Granddad, but You didn't really taste it much.
Yeah, I've never tried the bonded.
Well,
Only had the 114.
the 114, yeah, I can't get that, but I did talk to Big League Bourbon, and I Venmoed him some stuff for him to pick me up some because they had it there on the shelf a couple of weeks ago. And I'm like, oh, great. Just pick it up and let me know what it'll be to next time he's here. So I can meet up with him and pick it up off of him. But, it's $20, I think is what he said it was. And I said, if it's any more, just let me know, but. Oh, yep. Old granddad. What are you doing there, Mr. Stahl? Holy smokes.
Yeah, Proman. I think we have that on the shelf here pretty regularly.
There you go. Early times.
So I need him to grab one of those for me. The early times and the Cooper's Craft.
Oh, yeah, the Cooper's Craft is good. That one's a little bit more than this one. But, so I have another question for you, Anthony.
Yeah.
So you've kind of talked about budget bourbon. What about like a budget rye?
So it's funny you should say this. I have one. I think I paid $19 for it. Maybe 20. Total Wine has it. First Call, made by IWC. They're like the MGP of Kentucky. So they make a lot of bourbon and then sell it to a lot of other people. And for $20, it's not terrific, but it's a decent pour, particularly if you're new to bourbon or rye, especially rye. It's not, in my opinion, not overpowering. It does have some spice, okay viscosity. It's not by any of our palates a spectacular rye, but if you are new, and I think it's a great entry level rye to get you going for the price at $20. I have a bottle of their
who is it? Did you tell it?
First Call.
First Call.
Yeah, Total Wine has it. It's one of their
like a store brand.
Yeah, that they picked up, and like I said, it isn't bad. I wouldn't. I'd give it to you guys just to try it, but I wouldn't expect you to go, holy smokes, I got to run out and get me a bottle or two of it. No, but if you're new to it, yeah, it's going to be perfect. Perfect. I even thought Adriana, I said, should probably send her some because in my opinion, I definitely don't get mint. Oh, Wild Turkey 101 rye. Yeah, I just saw that on the shelf today, but something else popped into my hand, so I picked
it is getting harder to find the 101 rye. So
that's one that we can find here. We can't get the rare breed rye though.
So I think this is freaking awesome for the price. It's like $30, $31.
Mm-hmm.
What I paid.
What's the proof on that?
100.
That's what I thought. So is it 100?
Yep, 100 proof. I did a blind when my son-in-law came out, and I did Van Winkle Family Reserve Rye, which he picked instantly. Like he's like, there's just something special about this one. But then there was the Knob Creek, standard rye. It was a Whistle Pig 10-year. And then was it the Old Forester?
Mm-hmm.
And he liked this one the best out of the three. And actually the Whistle Pig, he's like, it's good. And once he found out what it was and how much it costs, he's like, I would never buy that instead of the Knob Creek. And that was a Whistle Pig 10-year store pick from a store that typically has pretty good store picks.
I will tell you what, this old granddad, again, certainly doesn't drink like it's a 100 proofer. It's good. I mean, I can't remember the last time I had bottled and bond, but yeah, I think it's a decent economical value type of a bourbon for the price.
Right there, Proman. That's going in her rye flight that she has to do.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
I like the rare breed rye.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Scott. I mean, I love the Willet 4-year. It's pretty good, but it wouldn't be what I would call a budget one, though, would you? Like,
no.
I mean, it's kind of that next tier. It's not expensive, but it's like that next tier, that $50 to $60 range, right? Isn't that how much it is? I'm trying to think of what I paid for mine.
Got to do it soon, damn it, Adriana.
Willett family, the 4-year.
Oh, was this the bet from the Battle of Utah?
Mm-hmm. Just got to do a rye flight.
When do I have to do this?
I'm tossing a couple in.
Be hand delivered.
So this one would be a pretty good rye for her, I would think, right? Because it's kind of a low rye.
I think she's had it, though. I'm not sure that she...
I think this was one that she liked more, right? Oh, 45 for the Willet, Scott?
So the Redwood Empire, the Lost Monarch and stuff that I just picked up, I picked them up for like $35 a bottle.
I almost got one today. I'm just running out of room on the shelf, so I've got to be pickier.
Yes, I'm going to have that problem here real soon.
Or you're on like a buying freeze, too.
Well, that too.
That too, yeah.
I actually sold Aiden Craig my backup bottle of Discovery 4 just because I could clean some of those out.
What is wrong?
And then you can justify buying a couple of cheaper bottles because...
Well, then I found the Discovery 4s again today, so I was like, no, that's not the point.
Scrap another one.
Yeah, I want to get some Russell store picks, Tim Evans.
That's a Mash and Journey one dropping this week.
Yeah, he's just waiting on stickers, right?
Yeah.
That's right. The rye side is where it's at.
So I do have that mullets backwards. What is it? The Stellum. Yeah, I have the rye. I don't have the bourbon. I'm thinking of getting it just to kind of confirm what Anthony was saying.
I'd go to Total Wine and I would have them pour you some because they'll do it, especially if they have it open. But that's one of the things that they'll pour you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I'll tell you, this freaking Early Times is just good drink, man.
All these, I'm going to tell you, are good. But if I was rating them, I would have to say the Wild Turkey 101 would be 1, the Old Granddad would be 2, and Old Tub would be 3. But it's tough. But the Old Granddad turned out to be that's what I'm drinking right now. Hey, that's pretty darn good. And it doesn't drink like 100 proofer, that's for sure. I'd say more 90, 95.
Yeah, it's just good. Yeah, I mean, I do like the Discovery 4. But it's like I like to keep getting different things. And I tend to get like stupid backups. Like I just got another small batch, E.H. Taylor small batch backup. It's like
that's a giveaway bottle though.
I think we're gonna do that as a giveaway, yeah.
But yeah, this is
Adriana.
As far as I'm concerned, they're all good. All 3 of those are worth having on your bar. I mean, for a starter pour, you're just coming home or you just want to grab something and sit for 15, 20 minutes and have a little quiet drink and start your evening. And then
I'll tell you,
it's good.
Doesn't Eagle Rare like kind of fit into that category if you get it for
Eagle Rare?
retail?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a 10-year and it's about $35. here.
And I think I got it for 32 out the door. Yeah.
Yeah. You can't beat it. And it's a 10-year compared to Old Tub and Old Granddad and Wild Turkey 101, the bonded. They're not, but, and especially if you get one of the Eagle Rares that are pretty like grape juice forward, you can smell it, you get that little grape taste. And to me, I like that.
Yeah.
Some people don't care for it, but when I get one of those, it's good. I even heard someone even saying, might have been HBR, that bubblegum, got a little bubblegum note out of it. I've never gotten that. Or may have been ADHD whiskey. I can't remember, but yeah, you could put that in there. But in the $25 or below category, yeah, that doesn't quite fit.
Yeah, Tim Evans, I have been on the lookout for a freaking Eagle Rare pick for you, or just any pick that looks good. And I promise you, any good-looking pick, you're first.
Wow, who the hell
Before me. I owe you, bro. I owe you. I haven't forgotten.
What's up, Jim?
Hey, guys. I'd hop on and join you. And since Anthony has old granddad.
You are so right, Tim. You are so right. I think that's good. Now, the bottle I had up at camp, it didn't have a lot of that grape note. As a matter of fact, I was a little disappointed. I have another bottle here that I haven't cracked open yet, and I am hoping that it still has that.
I just want to get you something good, Tim Evans. I don't want to just get you something.
Yeah, that Isra 99 is really good. I just picked that up a couple of weeks ago. I've had a couple of pours out of it. I'm really hoping that once it opens up a bit more, I'm really hoping that it gets better. I mean, I don't think it's bad now, but I think it's a good pour for about $35. I think what I paid for it, 35 or 37. So you can't go wrong. That would still be a good value bourbon, particularly the Isra 99. Like I said, the 100 proof is my go-to.
So I was in the store today, and I'm looking. It's kind of a store I don't normally go to, but it's a bigger store, but it's a store that'll put everything on the shelf. They don't hold it back. And like one of the reps kind of told me about it, and I'm in there. A guy rolls in. He knew exactly what he was going for. He grabs a handle of some whiskey, bottom shelf, plastic bottle, like $12.99 for the big freaking handle. I was like,
guy knows what's buying it because he liked it. He was buying it. It was cheap.
Yeah.
Yep.
You could just, like my former brother-in-law used to do that. He used to just go buy for whatever reason, he loved brandy, and he would just go buy like that plastic bottle of brandy, the handle, and it was like the cheapest one he could find because there was just one point to it. Once you got past wanting it to taste good, it was just to get fucked up.
Yeah. That'll do it for $12.
For $12, for most people, that's 2 nights. Some of them might have a problem where they skip lunch and just have that one for dinner.
I can assure you. Mm-hmm. What happened to Jim?
I'm here.
Hey, Jim, what were you saying about the old granddad?
Yeah, just hold that thought for 1 second. I'm trying to find the bottle I'm looking for. I had the wrong one.
I think you got about 40 bottles going there.
No, I'm just rooting around.
Bottles banging like crazy.
Yeah, I know.
Is Bourbon and the waiting to come in?
I don't know what Bourbon's doing. I think he's, getting ready. He's not in here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I couldn't tell if that's what he meant by that, or if he's just being silly with Jim Morris.
I didn't see what he said.
Mm-mm.
Oh, he mentioned something about he can get Eagle Rare picks. Maybe he was. I don't know if his comment got highlighted or not.
It did. I saw it, but.
Oh, that's right. Liberty not licensed. So last night, I just got to say, like, I know Whiskey Mountains is in here, but that was freaking amazing.
Whoops.
I mean, I'm not talking about the 10,000. I'm not even talking about the $10,000, which that was amazing by itself. But she gave away like 30 bottles in like 25 minutes.
She was on top of that shit today too. Like she sent out emails to all the winners and put us in the like CC. Hey, here's the people that you want a bottle from. Bam.
I mean, yeah, the organization I thought was freaking ridiculously amazing.
She was dead on.
She's like, I'm not going to use Siri. Siri takes, an extra 25 seconds every time.
Mm-hmm.
And she did it herself, so she didn't have to wait and chat for somebody to, tell her who won and all that stuff. So it just was like, bam, 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 bam.
And sometimes you want a bottle, so you have no complaints.
Yeah, and it's funny because Adam and I were like in like a hangout on the side, watching and talking. And I was like, dude, I'm like watching, and my name has not shown up. Not that I donated like Scott did, right? Like I didn't have $1,000 in entries in there, but I was like, my name hasn't even been in the top 15 of that. I'm like, it's crazy. And then all of a sudden it was like literally wasn't it the time before, and then it was like Mike Stahl, and I was like, this is a perfect system.
This is the best system ever.
Yeah, poor Nick Proman. If efficiency is that important to Adriana on a daily basis,
it's got to be stressful.
Yeah, you better not slip up. Night, Sherry G.
Sherry G.
Bro. Night, Sherry.
Night.
Anthony, did you do anything for Father's Day? You have kids, right?
None that I know of.
Oh, I thought you had kids. Why did I think you had like an older kid?
No. I was a foster parent.
Oh, maybe we were talking about that.
Foster parent for a few years. Mm-hmm. But no. My wife was not able to have children, so that's just the way that went.
Yeah, that's right, Adriana. Yeah, it was funny. I was like, my name has not shown up at all. Like, that's crazy. You keep seeing Tito in there.
And then people kept winning multiple bottles. We're like, oh no.
Mm-hmm. I'm like, yeah, it must be broken. It must be broken.
And bam, Mike Stahl, and you actually win like a freaking great bottle too. So he's like, oh no, it's actually good, guys. We're good. Like
I'm like, oh no, it's working right. Yeah, we're good.
I saw my name come up in the number 2 spot, so I got honorable mention.
Heck yeah, I'm gonna have to send you some samples now because you got second place, right?
At least once I got second place.
Depends on who was first when he was second.
I do forget. I didn't know the person.
Whoever it is, they have to send you a sample.
It wasn't a commoner, but it was about the 5th or 6th, I think, pick, maybe a little more.
So it'll be interesting. I'll ask Adriana next time she's on a stream. So we were talking to, I took my mom to the ear doctor, and she said one thing that, I don't know that it's Alzheimer's, at least dementia, is that audio problems, when, people become hard of hearing, it actually accelerates, is what the ear doctor said. It accelerates dementia to where it happens earlier and faster with hearing problems. I thought that was kind of interesting.
Trouble then.
Yeah, Tim Evans, I have no issue with people winning multiple bottles. Like they
no, it's fine.
Earn that shit. Like a lot of guys donated some big bucks. So
well, and I think several people that did that also were turning away bottles, right? Like they didn't want to keep winning.
I don't know.
I thought I saw her skip over a couple.
And some people just do it regardless. I think Jim went to the basement to find that bottle. I don't know what happened to him. maybe Ghostface was right. He had to take a crap.
I'm back,
Oh,
and I'm an idiot.
Jim,
close.
did you wash your hands?
I didn't go to the bathroom. So
Oh.
the bottle I was looking for, I'm going, where did this bottle go? It didn't grow legs and walk off. It was right next to my chair the whole fucking time.
Oh, old overholt bonded.
Yeah,
You always help hold that up, dude. It's always by your chair.
Dude, like Jim Morris, you've been buying bottles for how many years?
4 years.
So you've got shit that's been sitting there for 4 years, probably half drank, right?
A few.
So you've got some like cool things that 4 years ago were easier to find, and now you're like, you don't see it anywhere.
Yeah. I actually just picked one of those up today. I wasn't looking for anything, but like you, Mike, I stopped in a little store that I hadn't been in before just to see what was in there. And I'm weird store. Like I've never seen a liquor store that didn't have any wild turkey unless he had it all behind the counter except one bottle of wild turkey spiced, which who the fuck wants that? And I must have walked back and forth along the shelf 4 times. And I'm like, yeah, I don't see anything I really want. I saw a few interesting things. I saw Redbreast cask strength from 2018, which, yeah. But I couldn't drop the $90 on that right now. But I go to leave and I look down at the Scotch one more time, and this jumps out and slaps me in the face. And I have to look at it. Now, note the proof.
What is it?
43. This is the previous bottling before they bottled it down to 40. In 2019. You can't find this anymore.
What's a 12-year?
Yep.
Is it a bourbon or what?
Scotch. Highland Scotch. And if I'm reading the date code on the bottle right, this bottle is 8 years old. So it's been sitting around for a while. So that was a good find. But yeah, what I was going to say was, since Anthony had Old Granddad bottled in bond in his blend, I decided I would pour its rye counterpart, Old Overholt bottled in bond.
Oh yeah.
For the real purists, Wild Turkey still uses a real cork. The Old Tub and the Old Granddad are the synthetic. I don't care either way.
Man. Yeah, that early times is just good drinker, dude. I'm just saying.
It's a tasty hooch.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're not going to write a letter to someone recommending it. But, like, when you see it there, you don't feel bad for grabbing it. Oh, I texted Anthony on it today. Did you get my text, Anthony? So I go into Sam's Club. They have a little liquor store right next door, attached to it.
Yeah.
Colorado, I think it's only 2 stores from the same owner, or from like a big box store, or the same owner can get a liquor license. So like there's 2 supermarkets, there's 2 Costco's, or I think Costco might be an exception, but anyway, so Sam's Club has always had this like liquor store attached to it. And I go in and I was like, holy shit, there's a foolproof. And I go reach for it. $250 for the Weller foolproof. I was like, no.
Yeah,
fucking
exactly.
Costco.
And at Costco, you're right.
Granted,
I'm just saying, that ain't no 4-gate.
But still.
No. And the thing about that is generally it's about a $60 bottle.
Yeah.
And I saw it online for $4.50, and I couldn't believe it. I said, this isn't gold. I mean, this isn't. I'm sorry. It's just, I cannot believe it. Like I said, I got the call and they saved it for me, and there was only 2 bottles that came into the store, and I was the second call, so I couldn't pass it up. Could not pass it up.
Yeah, and I think, I know Scott probably doesn't want us to call him out on last night, by the way, but like what an amazingly generous
absolutely
thing that he did as well. I mean, he went toe to toe with Dan Like.
Oh, Yeah.
to win that. And
Well,
I mean,
I thought of what ADHD Whiskey did. I thought that was great of him to do that, to raise, to help Adriana raise that money to go towards this cause. I mean, truthfully, it was great, and it was great that Scott did what he did.
yeah, I mean, it's like clearly it's cool to do that with ADHD, but there was definitely more to the donation than there was what he was getting out of it, and I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, no, I agree with you.
Agreed.
I totally agree with you. I thought, maybe Bourbon would have reached down in there, but
Yeah, I mean, he wants to be besties with ADHD.
Yeah. And I don't know why, I know he's up. It's only midnight. I don't know why he can't pop on for a couple minutes. And
he's driving.
He's driving?
Yeah.
Is he going back to Shane's?
He's heading back from the strip club.
Oh.
Right, Jim Morris, you were there.
No, I wasn't.
He was at the Boston strip club with Jim Morris. Jim Morris went home, and Bourbon's got to drive back to New York.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's right, Ghostface Bourbon. It is a bit like, it's not surprising when you look at the bourbon community doing stuff like that, just because I do feel like, the whiskey itself is like so many people share. Like Whiskey Shit sends out so many samples, not getting anything back. You know what I mean? And I think, people come to your house, or I think most people come to your house and it's like, whatever you want, have a drink. It's like, yeah, I know it's a Stag Junior or George T. Stag, whatever it is. If you want to pour, grab some. And I think, it's, people that are whiskey, it's like it's better shared. And I think it's just that giving spirit that keeps going on.
And it was a great night. I mean, people really stepped up. And it's something that we're going to talk about. I really think she should do it again. I don't know, 6 months, but maybe it's a yearly thing. And then, it's just promoted that way. I mean, it'd be up to her. But, it was really, really, really a great thing. And particularly, what Scott did and all the people. I mean, everybody that donated. I mean, it was really, really, I can't say it enough. It really, truthfully, was a great, great event.
Yeah, it was cool.
It was like I watched the whole thing. I sat there in my lazy boy and I had a drink and I was watching the whole thing. It was really, really good.
Ha 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 ha. Very funny.
But yeah,
Scott, we appreciate you being part of the community, man. That was really cool.
I really appreciate you coming, over to the channel and then just chatting with us, and don't think you're ever not welcome. Pop on. The link's there. If you've got time to sit down and you want to chat, you're always welcome here at the channel.
So
always.
Tim Evans, you have Old Charter, right? Yeah, I mean, I don't know how easy it is to do that twice and compete with yourself twice in a year, because people dig deep on that. But I mean, as your channel grows and the community grows, I think you could keep doing that twice a year. I think it's not out of reason. It's not unreasonable.
No, I think once a year would be good, and it'd give, like you said, people know about it, and it's one of those things. And then you have more time to get people to donate and then get more people involved to help out, because it is an endeavor. It is an endeavor.
And so I'm starting to enlist. I'm going to be calling on Whiskey Mountains and some Anthony moving forward. But I have some bigger channels aware of what we're doing. But tentatively, we're calling it the Golden Glens.
Smart ass.
What? I missed it. Oh, going back this weekend with Kilco. Yeah, right.
We're not going to the fucking strip club.
With Kilco, could you imagine?
No.
No.
We are meeting up this weekend though, but not
very
at the strip
cool.
club.
Just in Ben's bedroom?
No. In Connecticut at
Nobody's judging. It's fine.
No.
we're not meeting up in anybody's bedroom, you pervs. Jeez.
But and my wife is actually going to help as well. We're doing Golden Glens.
Cool.
I think is what we're going to call it. But it really is going to hold up some of the smaller channels and create more awareness. But we're going to leverage some of the bigger channels to be part of it. But they're just not going to do the work, right? The smaller channels are going to have to do the lifting. But it's going to be an award night that, we're going to have channels vote instead of viewers. To make it a little more fair to smaller channels. Otherwise, Bourbon Junkies, it's Bourbon Night. They win everything, right? Like they have, or Mash and Drum. They've got 50, 60,000.
And that guy that streams, what's his name? Bourbon? Yeah.
Yeah, Bourbon. He'd win everything.
God, just with that hair alone.
So, but I mean, it's a metric ton of work because we're going to have to filter through categories. We're going to have to take submissions from users. We're going to have to come up with a method of voting that people can see and then vote on it. And so we're looking at probably 4 to 5 months out for it to be run. And then we're going to have, maybe the Shelf Turds or Bourbon Junkies or somebody like that when we can be the ones to be the MCs for it. But we've got some cool categories that we already thought of. I'm not sure if Jim was on with us when we were thinking of it on Ken's stream.
I was.
But the Richie Z High All Award. Right, to the, which he gets to be the one that picks the viewer that wins that award and is kind of like the Viewer Hall of Fame. That represents like the epitome of the Whiskey Tube viewer community, as well as some other, greatest ending. We might have to do that. I'm not sure any other stream has ended with a fart like that, Ben.
Went out with a bang.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I'm sure that one's going to get played at the awards presentation.
I promise you it'll be on the show no matter what.
That's right.
That's Sopranos moment.
Or the Austin Powers peeing moment. That'll probably be on there. Where he's like peeing for 90 seconds and then he like pauses and gets his second wind and goes for another 40 seconds.
Longest pee on camera.
Yeah, I was like, is that Austin Powers? Like, what the hell are we listening to?
Yeah,
Yeah, that was pretty funny, Adriana. And
that was funny.
Who was it? They were still sitting there. They're like, did you know the stream's still running?
It was Clifton.
Yeah,
Clifton,
I was watching it. I was sitting there and like, she forgot to turn it off, but she went back.
Yeah, we will have a wrench award. I think that's going to be important too. And we'll have a moment of silence for those that we've lost.
Oh, he timed it.
1 minute, 32 seconds.
That's impressive.
I think Adam would win slowest fade.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that one episode, man, you went down so slow. I got texts from people being like, dude, Adam falling asleep in front of our eyes was amazing.
Yeah, that's right. It was Bourbon Bites and Whiskey Wheel. They're just like,
Did she forget to turn it off? Yeah. Okay, well, we'll just keep talking. That's exactly what Cliffy said.
Yeah, and whatever he said was the last thing, and he got cut off at the end of the sentence because she went, "Oh, whoops."
Yeah, I think
one more nap.
We might have to have a Livewire award show that's just for Livewire, but yeah, One Mo Nap was like the first one to fall asleep on stream. So,
and he was out hard.
He was out
hard.
Yeah.
Adam's gonna win most.
The old lady came out while he was sleeping. He was like, what's going on here?
Yeah, trying to wake him up, and he wouldn't wake up.
I didn't see that.
Yeah. And we popped the screen full screen while she was out there of just him. So she was like looking and seeing herself. She's probably like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah,
he was awesome about it.
And he was a boss because he changed his name to One Mo Nap afterwards for a couple weeks.
Like a week straight, yeah.
Yeah, Anthony fell asleep. Was that Ben's stream that you fell asleep, Anthony? I can't remember which one. You were like starting to nod off.
Whiskey Nose.
Wasn't Ben's.
Oh, Marty, that's right. Yeah.
Because that was the night that I ate the cake and ice cream, and then I was drinking, and I started going into that sugar thing, and I'm like, oh, here it comes, and there's nothing I can do. There's absolutely nothing I can do but just put my head back. I just had to, just the way it was.
You're down for a minute. They cut you out of stream. They're like, nope, he's done.
Yeah, it's just nothing I can do. It's just
like, God, this Knob Creek Rye is just good stuff, man. Like,
Marty live right now? Is he?
I don't know. Is he?
Probably. Why
I don't think so. He said he wasn't going to go live.
He's on vacation.
Though.
I don't know.
It doesn't look like it.
No, I don't think he's live.
I figured if he was, out and about, he'd at least pop in and say hello.
Yeah. Tim's just being sarcastic.
Oh, I gotcha.
Wise ass.
Yeah, Marty told me today he's going to start going live 8 p.m. Eastern on Sundays.
Yeah.
I was like, that's good. I'm like,
so pretty much it's bourbon night, and if Destination Bourbon goes on.
Yeah, so I told him, I was like, oh, you're going to go on during the largest Whiskey Tube channel's live stream. That's a smart idea.
Siphon off a couple views, and you'll probably be in their chat saying, hey, guys, I'm live over here.
Yeah. Marty.
Adam.
But in fairness, you can't, there's so many channels now, you're going to have to be going live at the same time with someone else at some point, right?
It's hard to avoid, man.
Yeah, it's just, there's multiple channels. Everybody does something different. Like, it'd be weird if he went live during Livewire Whiskey just because we do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
right?
But
doing slots too, like on certain nights. Like some nights are better than others, right? So everybody can't go live on those nights, but
yeah, but but going live during, let's say Mash and Drum. I mean, he's not really a pub style, so you can go on, watch Mash and Drum with people on your channel, and we'll go live sometimes while Matt's still going.
Yeah.
And it's a different, there's different channels because there's different things. Like, some people don't want to watch Mash and Drum. And some people
don't want to watch Bourbon when he's trying out OBS either.
Yeah, some people don't want to fucking watch somebody troubleshooting their OBS.
Okay, in fairness, he didn't expect that to happen.
Yeah, I think that's a good spot for smaller channels to just kind of have another option out there.
And I do think it's like a different group of people. Like, you're not going to really be interfering with them at all.
No.
Going head to head with big channels too, like that shouldn't be an issue. That should be actually a good idea just to kind of get your footing or whatever. It's just these small channels when they're competing, that's what makes it.
Yeah, right. Marty will get his audio figured out by the time It's Bourbon Night is over. And then he'll have a full hour before Livewire goes on.
Hey, what's up, Frederick?
Frederick, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Frederick.
Hey, Frederick, how's it going, buddy?
But yeah, that's like tonight. I just picked it because there's not a ton of things going on. and I'm still working out little things with the new camera and so on and so forth, the monitors, and in the process of ordering a new desk and a few other things to put in the office and da 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 da. So this is a process. I mean, it's okay to set up my laptop and do it from different places, but to do it like this in this type of a setup to where the camera's on, the sound, the lighting, and so on and so forth. It's a process.
I gotta go do like my makeup and shit. And get all pretty for everybody. Exactly.
I mean, look. I got to put on my best shirt.
That's right.
And you just don't. Anybody just gets these. People don't understand what you want to do. Exactly. They don't understand yet.
Yeah, Friday's getting a little more popular, so me and Mike had to like set our live like almost 5 days in advance.
Well, we did it too. We haven't gone since last Sunday, so it was like.
Yeah. So hey, Wednesday night's open after Mash and Drum. If anybody wants to take that spot.
Oh, imagine Adam fixing his hair. Come on.
I was going to go hatless for Anthony's stream tonight.
I was actually going to put a hat on. So I was like, I don't want to do my hair. And I said, Adriana won't show up. What's the chances? And look who's here.
Yeah, we got to impress the ladies, Anthony.
And I look like crap.
We wouldn't know, Scott. None of us have legit YouTubes.
That's right. Exactly.
Yeah. We'll let you know if we ever get a legit one.
Yeah, you're definitely talking to the wrong crowd, Scott.
I will tell you, though, I've been to 2 stores where somebody has walked up to me and recognized me from Livewire Whiskey.
Wow. How did that feel?
I just told them, I'm like, look, I'm not doing autographs today. I'm here with my family.
Okay.
And the real looker in the outfit is Adam anyway, So.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm just the brains. He's he's the likes. He's the subscribes. I'm just there to send out shirts.
Oh, I plan on staying crappy. Come on.
Yeah.
And you know what, too? One of the actual lights I had on actually burnt out. I don't know how long it's been in, but it was fine, and it lit up the other side. And I'm like, really? About 15 minutes before, and I'm like, I'm not going up there and replacing it.
I don't know if that's a compliment or an insult, Adriana.
Little column A, little column B.
Yeah. It might be all truth, but I don't know if it's.
Exactly.
I'm the one that has to keep it talking when Adam falls asleep.
He didn't fall asleep. He's just contemplating his
Thank you, Tim Evans.
Okay. It's not sleeping. He's contemplating his navel.
Bourbon, I'm just telling you right now, like, you need to be more. I can't even think of the word.
Mike is a talker. He actually carries the channel with his talking.
Come on, Greeley. Oh, she doesn't want the blankie. Sorry.
Yeah, it's hot.
It is hot in here. I think so it gets cold downstairs sometimes. So my son comes and F's with the air conditioner.
Why?
So that it's because we only have one for upstairs and downstairs.
Yeah.
And so the wife gets all like freaking hot at night. And then I have to get woken up at 2 a.m. with her going, Logan messed with the goddamn air conditioner again.
Gotta put some child looks on that shit.
If she's cold or whatever, in our bedroom is the coldest spot because that's the first drop or the first run off the coils. So you're always going to get the coldest air in there. So it is always colder in our bedroom than anywhere else in the house because that's just where the unit is above us in the attic. Is it okay?
It was at 71.
Oh,
That's a good temperature.
No.
I do 72.
Oh my God. We leave it at 69. We'll drop it to 68 at night.
Yeah, you know what? Here, I had to put mine at 80, and the air conditioner still wouldn't shut off at 100 and what are we at? I'm at 100 and some degrees, 101 degrees right now.
Well, my house is sealed up like a frog's butthole. So.
Oh yeah, but I'm just saying, when you're at 116, 118 during the day, a normal AC unit, maybe 25, 30 degrees best outside temperature.
Oh yeah.
Inside temperature, it just doesn't shut off. I mean, my AC ran to beat the band for days.
Adriana, we were already talking about you and Nick coming to Colorado and grabbing the kayaks and the paddle boards and going to the lakes here. And then going hiking in Rocky Mountain National Park.
Heck yeah, Scott. It's got a little bar in Minnesota.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. I've always wanted to have a little bar.
No, if you really are interested in doing YouTube stuff, though, like what we do is very easy, minimal equipment and everything. So.
Yeah, really, it's not that fancy. It's just 4 dudes staring at their laptops.
Yeah. Does anybody have the Wild Turkey 101 rye?
No.
I have the regular rye. I don't have the 101 and the rare breed.
It's like
I've got
very
the rare breed rye.
You get a lot of citrus on it.
Adriana, we have this place, Horsetooth Rock, which overlooks Fort Collins. And you get to the top and you climb up the rock and look over, and it's like a scene from an old Western. It's pretty cool. But it's a really far hike. It's like almost a mile.
Oh.
Just kidding. It's 3.2 miles. I was joking. Rare breed rye is good shit, Ghostface. That's why it's so hard to find.
I don't know if it's from what I had in the glass before this.
Is everybody ready?
It's like a fucking lemon drop.
Could be.
I wasn't ready. Take them off. Take them off.
Yeah, no. Undo it.
Barabas says, join the
Undo
stream.
it.
Okay, I'm ready. What's up,
So,
man?
Mike, I'm still waiting.
For what?
You were about to give, I think, some constructive criticism, and you got
On which
distracted.
part?
It was about a minute ago. You were saying you need to be more, and then
Oh, I was trying to figure out the right way of putting it. Like,
you don't have to put it the right way, dude. It's me.
he's got 50,000 viewers and did something right and can help you. You're like, I was falling asleep during his channel.
No, I talked to him. He's actually awesome.
No, he's
I love
a really
when
cool guy.
I love when Jason does his Patreon streams because it's just him being him, not him being the mash and drum. And I have a blast with him when he does those. Unfortunately, I'm not that into the history and everything of, a particular whiskey. Like, I want to know about it. I want to know where it's made, who made it, what's the deal with it. But I don't know. 2 hours into the history of it,
You're nodding.
Mm-hmm.
So I will tell you. So there's a YouTube video. If you go look at Loophole Brothers 3-chamber rye,
Yeah,
that's a pretty cool video because it talks like about the history of how, like, that's how stuff was made before Prohibition, and how they decided they were going to start doing stuff, and then how the Loophole Brothers started doing research to, based on an investigation that was done in whiskey. And I forget all the names and some of the details of it. I'm a little tipsy, but dude, today I saw that video this morning and this afternoon, and I saw videos of it or pictures of it dropping in different places in Colorado. And I'm like, had to drop my wife off to get her hair done today, and I go hit like 6 or 7 liquor stores. Like, have you guys seen the 3-chamber rye yet? And they're like, no, we haven't seen it yet. But like,
you can order it. So I'll use the 3-chamber rye as a great example. I actually missed that episode he did, right? But Tito was looking for it. That was like he wanted it. There's a couple of sites online where they're doing pre-orders of it.
Yeah, it's all pre-order right now,
right?
Except in stores where it's dropped. Yeah.
Right. So he grabbed it. You could probably pre-order it too. I don't know if they'll ship to Colorado or not. They might. But I
mean, it's made here. Whatever.
Like I forget whose stream it was on, but like Tito was talking about it one night and gave a very concise deal. Oh yeah, they're doing the 3 chambers the way they used to do it and everything else. It was like, that's kind of more how my mind operates. I got to get I don't always deep dive. I'll get a lot. I know a little bit about a lot of things, but not a lot about many things, if that makes sense. I absorb a lot.
Never.
No. Well, that's besides the point.
You'd prefer shorter interviews as opposed to the 2-hour interview stream?
Yeah, for sure. But that's me. I'm not saying I'm the audience. I'm just saying sometimes I have difficulty with that. That's all. I own it.
I agree with that.
I think if he was telling you how to get your hands on whiskey, Bourbon would be all in. What are some secrets? How do I find when things are dropping and who's going to drop them? And I
need to find out how to leave shit on the shelves. Is what I need to do. For instance,
all could use that kind of willpower.
Possible, sir.
You're gonna have to keep an eye out for some Russell's picks for me to ship with that Booker's, bro.
That'll happen. But for instance, I came across this the other day. This is up for grabs.
You had 3 or 4 though, right?
Exactly. This one's up for grabs for what I paid for it.
What was that, $20?
No, I overpaid a little.
No, antique's a little bit more, right? That's 107. It's more than special reserve.
Yeah, so I mean, true MSRP is 50 to 60 depending on the state.
Yeah.
Yep.
I paid 66 plus tax.
70.
So with New York tax, it's $95.
No, this was in Connecticut actually.
Oh, okay.
So it was only $4 tax on $65.99.
Oh, $70.
I don't feel like
$70. I did that math in my head, Jim.
You're pretty good.
That was wrong.
So if somebody needs the hand delivery, I don't know how to get a hold of me. But I did the thing with McKenna. It was $41 on the shelf. Did
you see what Ludwig found in the grocery store yesterday or day before yesterday?
Oh yeah. All those 4 roses.
No,
dude, he found 2 Van Winkles.
Yeah, what? 10 and 12 for 50 and 60
in a grocery
bucks.
Store.
Yep.
What the hell? That's on fancy grocery.
They put some allocated stuff out for Father's Day or whatever, and he just walked into it.
Wow.
What a dick.
Yeah.
Hey, I love Ludwig. Platonically and non-platonically.
Yeah, Adriana, you know that Colorado, where I live, is 6.5 hours away. Just so you know.
Yo, what up, dog?
That's right.
Although my wife might badger the shit out of you asking you questions. Just saying.
I told you guys she'd be here.
Is that straight poodle?
Where's that squeaky toy?
Golden Doodle.
You know how expensive those things are now?
She has more poodle in her, I swear.
But they're hypoallergenic.
Oh yeah, they don't shed like the 3 golden retrievers I had.
Dude, my labs never stop shedding.
Neither do beagles.
Adriana wants a poodle now.
Well,
She wants all the books.
You want to get a golden doodle.
Hey, Bourbon, did she reach out to you by chance?
Did Adriana?
The dog?
She's looking for ECBP C920.
C920 is a tough order. I'll see what I can do. That's pretty much a Jersey thing, which
Tim Evans, you
he actually wants to go to Jersey. I did pass on B521 today for $76. By the way, if anybody saw, the junkies are in love with B521 today.
Do they really rate it as like one of the best?
Dude, I like it. I'm just telling you, when it opened up, and it's good.
Well, I'll know what it's like come Thursday.
I like it, but
I'll grab it when it's $60 here. It just hasn't hit here yet.
I picked every other batch, the last 3 over it. Or last
yeah,
4.
but
I don't think
proof is more important to you than anything.
Yeah, I'm a proofstitute.
Yeah, I don't think you get it for 60.
Proofstitute. What? And I haven't had anything today. Figure that out.
Well, just reach behind you or reach on the floor there to your right.
Yeah, I got to go get a glass, though.
Just put a straw.
Wait, Scott, you're driving to Loveland what?
If anybody else in the chat has access to that C920, shoot Adriana an email. Oh, Tim Evans, right there, right on cue. There you go, Adriana. Got your hookup.
Boom.
Yep. By the way, Adam, I found out that the B521 dropped in Colorado already.
Yeah.
Like normally, it's way behind.
Jumped at the antique, honestly.
So the A120s dropped last week, and then B521 this week.
Yeah, that's about right. Scott, hook me up. I'm right outside of Loveland.
So I'm kind of surprised there wasn't a couple people on the stream here being like antique.
I'm just trying to figure out why Adriana hasn't graced us with her presence for just a few moments. I mean, really.
I was like, I won't. Mike Stoll's too good for it.
Well, I have 2
bottles
of it right now.
No, I know. I'm kidding.
We're not worthy of her presence, that's for sure.
And I don't know what everybody else sees it for, but normally Henry McKenna 10 is $60 to $80 here now.
Tim Evans said he'll take it, Ben.
Did he?
Damn.
Oh, yeah, of course he will. And he'll trade it to somebody else.
Yeah, Scott, I'll give you my contact info, bro. We'll meet up.
Stanley wants a Vegas meetup. I think Bourbon Neophyte's on board with that.
Yeah.
Dude, the nice thing is we can all bottle chug while walking down the strip in Vegas.
You can. But as long as it's not a glass bottle, technically.
Yeah, it's got to be plastic.
So if it was that gallon jug you saw that guy grab that was plastic with the handle, you have no problem with that.
You know, speaking of plastic jugs, I'm going to make my contribution to this stream.
You are.
This is what I was messaging about earlier. Tap, tap, tap. Is this thing on? I was talking about Kentucky being the home of bottom shelf hitters. There are a slew of bottled in bond or close to 100 proof bottom shelfers that are only available in Kentucky or around Kentucky, some in Indiana, some in Tennessee, but for the most part, Kentucky, that are just absolute hitters, and some in Ohio, actually. But that little, there's plastic and there's glass bottles. Might be easier to list them off than go get them all, because of course when I went to Kentucky I had to buy all the $20 hitter bottles. You've got JTS Brown bottled in bond. You've got very old Barton 100. You've got TW Samuels, which is $22 for a 3-year-old Heaven Hill bottled in bond. You've got the Heaven Hill 6-year green label, that's $15. Ancient Age 10-star, which is mainly in Ohio, actually. That's $15 a liter for Mash Bill 2. 90 proof. There's a whole JW Dant. Actually, I hate my bottle of JW Dant mash bill. I don't know if I have an off bottle, but yes, JW Dant bottled them on. But I actually can find that here. But yeah, that's in the same realm. All of those, Old Bardstown 100 bottled and bond. There's a whole slew of $15 to $25 bottles in that area. Oh, and the entire Benchmark line that's available in Indiana only at the moment, which is Benchmark bonded, Benchmark top shelf, Benchmark full proof, Benchmark single barrel. There's like 6 of them. They're all $20 or less. All mash bill 2 from Buffalo Trace. Okay, that's enough.
Jim, are you in New York or where are you?
No, he's in Boston.
He's in Massachusetts.
He's in
That's right.
Yeah, I'm in Massachusetts, where we don't have sales tax on alcohol.
Adriana was asking.
Massachusetts.
Well, you know what? I think it's time to try this.
Hey, sweetie.
There you go. On that note, both Nick said it before I did, but Rittenhouse Rye bottled and bond is $25. The exact same mash bill as what you're holding there, but 100 proof bonded. Supposedly a little younger though.
Really?
Yep. Rittenhouse Rye and Elijah Craig Rye are the same thing. Supposedly.
Mm-hmm.
You're heading out here in July, Tim?
Well,
Who said that to Jim Morris?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, I
okay.
was
Going up to Massachusetts.
expecting Bourbon to lecture me because he offered me that
Totally
well, and I'm like,
missed that.
nah, I
Thanks,
can't really. My budget's kind of shot. And then I bought this, so I was expecting him to give me shit. But I bought this.
why am I going to give you shit, dude? If I see a hitter bottle on the shelf for MSRP, there are enough people in this community who can't find them that I grab them and share them around.
That's right.
It's that simple.
Unlike Jim.
I just want some more
I'm preparing
Russell's
samples for
store
both Ben
picks,
and Brian.
because that thing is fucking awesome.
There's one I can get you, I think, right now locally. It's a COVID bottle. I'll send you the link for it.
In a good way or a bad way?
Oh no, it's COVID tatered.
Oh yeah, I'm down.
It's
I
like
don't really
I think
have
it's
any, Tim,
tatered
sorry.
COVID vaccine. Tony Two Toes has it. He doesn't love it, but
What are you drinking now, Anthony?
Elijah Craig Rye, courtesy of Whiskey Nose.
I see that all over right now. I've never bought one.
Well,
What am I drinking
Whiskey
now,
Nose
Mike?
picked it up for like $35 and delivered it to me.
Now, what am I drinking now, Mike?
I don't know.
Tell me. Just tell me what to drink.
Oh, you need to drink 1792 full proof.
You just had that.
Let's go back to it.
Oh, you heard that already?
Yeah.
Think of that proof range though.
You need to drink. Do you have a Knob Creek store pick?
He's got to drink a bottom shelfer in honor of this.
Oh,
What
drink
do you
your
got that's
OTD. Do you have an
$20
OTD?
less?
I already did. This guy right here.
Yeah,
Might as well be bottom shelfer.
He hates anything with Dickel, just like Bourbon.
or Tim Evans. I'll meet you halfway. Kind of the way we're doing it. You must have some lower end bottles, no, Adam? Or are you just all top shelf?
Dude, I showed him off already. I showed off the.
Nothing you showed was sub $20 or $25.
This was 10. Sold Scout was only $26.
That's a steal for $26.
Yeah, usually it's what, mid 30s, low 30s.
Mid-
I don't
30s
remember
to
what
40.
the turkey rye was, but it was
Dig deep. Go to the.
Ooh,
go
there
to
you go. That's a low. That's a bottom shelfer.
Yep.
That's a Dusty at this point. They re-released it. Higher proof. And
What are you drinking, Adam?
bottle.
Oh, Adriana's happy with you.
Is that a pick or just the standard?
Pick.
That's a 15-year.
No, not quite.
14 years and 11 months.
Yep. And 20 or what is it?
I never even see like 15-year picks out here.
Or no, it's 9 days short of.
Well, I think we're out of 15-year picks to my answer around. Maybe one place has 1 or 2 bottles left, but
I will say, like, I like this early times, but like for twice the price, I can have something that I like way better in one of those Knob Creek store
Go,
picks.
bottom shelfer.
Oh, there you go.
I think everyone here on this channel has had their liver punched by that bottle.
What bottle was that?
Yeah,
Jameson.
buddy.
Jameson.
Jameson?
Yeah. Everyone has had their liver punched by Jameson at least once.
I can't say I've had my liver punched by it. I have a bottle of the regular
You're
Jameson.
fucked.
I didn't like it. I like the stout, but the regular Jameson.
So it's called the first dose, Mike. Coronavirus vaccine.
And it's not good?
Talk to Tony Two Toes about it. I didn't.
Tony Two Toes has kind of. I'm not sure I trust his palate.
I mean, you're not wrong, but the problem is the store that has it's a little pricey, and they came out with the Russells and a Kentucky Spirit at the same time, and the Kentucky Spirit kind of had a dusty funk to it, so I grabbed that.
Over 12. Yeah.
Yeah, Tony Two Toes. What was he bad mouthing last night? He was like, "Oh, it's awful."
I think
Oh, was it
1792
the
small batch is just a good.
No, I was in a bad mood last night.
I like 1792 small batch.
Yeah, I think that's a great.
I need to send out a blind for all the 1792s, Adam.
Oh yeah.
I have all the like available stuff.
You got the 12 and the sweet wheat, huh?
Yeah, thanks to Tim Evans, Rockstar.
Yeah, mash bill. I do have that bottle. I didn't buy it though. I didn't pay shit for that bottle.
Best 12 is good stuff.
I'll send you a bottle of Jameson's Black Barrel or whatever it's called. I won that from the Junkies. I haven't even opened it. That's the longest I've had any bottle that I don't have that's not a backup that I've not opened.
Right.
There's a sub $20 bottle of deliciousness.
You know what I didn't like was the Old Forester rye.
Yeah, I'm not a fan either.
I wanted it on HBR.
Fan, really.
What's that?
I don't think I'm an Old Forester fan.
I like Old Forester in general, but that rye wasn't.
I haven't
great.
tried 1910 yet, but 1920.
What's the new rye that just came out with? Was like the barrel proof rye or something like that?
Yeah, I haven't seen that. That hasn't hit here yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet.
I'm actually thinking next month's going to be pretty big here. My wallet's kind of hiding.
Yeah, you better ship some stuff out so some of those people can pay you, Ben.
That's right.
Yeah, you ain't kidding. You ain't kidding.
Yeah, Adriana, watch it. Don't be bad mouthing 1792 small batch.
The thing is that I have a bunch for Jim, and in actuality, what I got to send out is I need the shipping info for whoever won my Ohio pick yesterday.
It's probably in an email.
It might be.
Adriana sent emails out like.
Did she?
Oh yeah.
So whoever won your bottle, they got an email and you got the same email. So you just need to say, hey, give me your address, and boom.
Nice.
Was it from Whiskey Mountains or prize winner contact info? You're right.
Bam.
Amazing, isn't it? When you read your email.
Today was a crazy day. I drove after work tonight. I finished up work and drove 6 or 7 hours tonight after work.
Because you didn't have anything better to do?
No, I did, but I had to take care of something, so I took care of it.
There you go.
Sometimes somebody needs something, you go. You know?
Sure.
Ironically, Texas. Joe Perkle. Anybody know Joe Perkle?
Nope.
Shut up, Nashville.
Yeah, okay. When I find them, Nashville, I'll trade you for what do you call it? A 4-gate, it's bourbon night pick.
And a menage a trois with 2 celebrities.
It's bourbon night, yeah.
Yeah, that the Russell's Reserve 13 is like the hottest thing right now that everybody is looking for. Thank you, bourbon junkies, for saying it's the next big fucking Elijah Craig killer.
Them and
I
Max.
checked 3 states, and I haven't found it.
Yeah, we got fucked.
And no reach around.
No lube.
Yeah,
Thing
apparently
is,
that guy got fired. I found out last week
Wow.
or last weekend.
see, but he got fired, but why didn't they just fix it? I mean, it's so
Oh,
stupid.
shit.
You know? There
It was
How did-
already out. It was already in stores.
No, but how did he pull it off that, you know what I mean? Like that they didn't pick that up. That's a distribution problem.
Yeah, Scott, that's what you get. That's the menage a trois. Charlize Theron and Mila Kunis.
It's like different generations.
That's okay.
Yeah, but they both work. Although, dude, I think Mila Kunis is older than you think.
Probably. Charlize is probably younger, I think.
Is she? To Google.
I'll bet you they're both in their 40s.
Devil's advocate.
Charlize Theron is 45.
And
Mila Kunis is probably 38, 39.
37.
That was close.
Yeah. She's my age, dude. It's meant to be.
yeah, I'd go Mila in a heartbeat on that choice.
Hey,
wait, we're
as
not
long
naming
as it's
people.
a 10-year swing, Adam, it's in your age range.
Yeah.
They're both in your age range.
I feel like I'm a little younger than 10.
Charlie Theron does not win in that fight.
You
Nah.
can insert what's her name from Hunger Games into any of those.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Physically or virtually?
I told my wife, I'm like, that's my freebie. If that celebrity ever wants to go, it's
Really?
on. And I said, but don't you worry. I'm getting that bitch pregnant.
We'll be set.
I'm like, and we will never have to work again. Not that she works, but
Oh,
Hey,
shit.
I've always told my wife she gets a 3rd job, I'm quitting.
that's right.
Well, I'm a house husband now, so, you know, if she gets that 3rd job, I definitely don't have to go back to work.
Dr. Honey, man, you're already
Yeah,
set.
Selma Hayek is just like, she's beautiful, right? Like, she's just really pretty. And she has really big hair.
Totally. Huge hair.
If you remember Shane Long's song. Yeah. Jackman is second on my list. I'm getting him pregnant. Selma Hayek in Wild West. Did you ever see that movie with Will Smith and?
Yeah, from like 30 years ago.
Anonymous cafe could save some Hayek for a big mill spider. What? On the west side. What?
That movie's from like 25 years ago.
Yeah, dude. But Selma Hayek in that movie. She was
How about in Dogma?
Was she in Dogma?
Oh, she was.
Selma Hayek?
Oh, what? She was the stripper in Dogma. With no goodies?
No, that wasn't Selma Hayek.
It was.
It was.
Was it?
I totally forgot about that.
Dude, I totally forgot she was in
Man
that.
card.
Shut up. But yeah, Scott told
Finding clip and posting in.
Oh, yeah. In Desperado, that's right.
Ni Banderos.
From Dusk Till Dawn. Yeah, there's some good.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Ken has arrived.
The quackafuckers here?
Oh, now all of a sudden Ken's here.
How about Jessica Alba?
Hey, Ken, did you get your shit fixed?
Didn't know it was broken.
I'm going to take your IT card away.
Can you get what?
I told to call an IT professional.
Yeah, do we need to help get you an IT guy in to help with your shit? It was funny listening to him tell Bourbon how his setup was, and I was like, oh my gosh. He did a lot of work to get his shit set up right.
Well, the thing that killed me on that was we did private with like 5 or 6 people,
Private
not
dances?
broadcasting to YouTube.
So
Like, you know, when we
semi-private.
do, like when you've done like, you know, private hangouts, which I don't know if they haven't been happening or if I'm just not cool enough for anymore. But
I don't get invites anymore.
what do you call it? But like to use OBS Ninja, we could probably do 50 people like that.
Yeah.
Because when it's not, it's all the rendering back to YouTube. That's all the load.
Yeah, the problem is, like, we get to 10 people, and it's hard to keep people from talking over each other. Once you get, past 10, like, it's just, for lack of a better word, a shit show. It's, you have everybody, like, even sometimes with, depending on who the 4 people are, it could be everybody talking all over each other.
Yeah, Frederick, if you sub to his OnlyFans, you get the private show.
Yeah, thanks for not inviting everybody to see the private show with you and Ken.
No, dude, it's all him pissing in the background and.
Hey, what you got to remember is
Well,
Ben has a
so-
right.
It's not fit for public
Oh,
consumption.
Ben froze. I'm just saying it was mostly just hairy ass crack and.
I mean, if you pay for them,
Jim Morris. Sorry, Jim. I offend you all the time, buddy. I'm
I'm
sorry.
not offended. I'm shaking my head. It's like I'm trying to drink here. Don't make me puke in my glass, man. Jeez.
but
That's a tasting
No.
note you just got, hairy ass crack.
Yeah, hairy ass crack.
the whole reason I wanted to be able to do more than 10 was one, that was what caused all the chaos. My first stream was that I couldn't do enough people, and then the second one just crashed and burned. But
Yeah, we got to figure
it's
that
also
out.
a differentiator. If I'm gonna, I'm okay running the shit show. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Adriana.
I'm okay with, what do you call it? Livewire being the fun pub. People get fucked up. You know what I mean? And I'm okay running the total shit show because
We're very serious.
Dude.
Mhm.
I don't know if you've heard, but we have Copper Sky coming onto our channel to be interviewed, as well as Liquid IV. Although
Like,
Liquid IV,
need
we're
our
still setting up.
Livewire whiskey.
Yeah, on to Livewire whiskey.
What is pissed at you about Liquid IV?
No, I had not heard about
That's
either,
that's
actually.
still like being worked on. That's not confirmed.
I had not heard about either, actually.
Yeah, Copper Sky is coming on. They just had their 1 year anniversary, so they'll be on July 11th. And then Liquid IV got back to us, and we need to collaborate with them. Was their word?
I need to open my Copper Sky at some point.
For Ben, we got to figure that out where you can host through our.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. But I've also got leads on a couple of video cards. I know Ken doesn't think that's all of it, but it's definitely part of it. So I'm gonna see what I can do.
We've both been telling you.
Ben.
First, try it in Windows.
Ben.
Linux is not that friendly with a lot of this stuff.
Dude,
especially when you're talking video card drivers.
Just use StreamYard. Give away a bottle once a month. The community wants to help you pay for your channel. And they can win a bottle. You just need to clear $50 over it, and they pay for StreamYard. And StreamYard is easy. You don't have to fuck with it. You don't want more than 10 people in a chat anyway. It becomes really hard to manage.
But then what's the difference between Livewire and my shit show?
You come on at a different time.
Yeah. You can have more than one shit show. You're
no,
on
like,
I mean, you got Mr. Whiskey Shits right here.
Well, it's also now OBS has challenged me, so I have to defeat it. You know, there's that part of it too.
Well, OBS is a pain until you get all the little quirks and stuff worked out of it. Then once you iron through it, it's great. I haven't even gone down that road yet. I mean, I've got some things set up, but I haven't worked all the little quirks out yet.
Like it's like you have to look at your show as more than just a shit show, right? Like you have to deliver an experience to what you're doing, right? Like we can't just do pub every night. Like that's why we're trying to bring on guests that add to it. Like what's made, Livewire great is, getting Klein on. I mean, granted the bottle chugs are really fun. Like the bottle chugs are certainly kind of a, something that we're known for, but like, having Klein and Jason Busey and, the people on that,
HBR.
Yeah, HBR. Like those guys, add a lot to it. And so, we've been lucky.
Jen Ardolino.
Yeah, having Jim Morris on talking about Scotch has been critical to the success of Livewire.
Oh, I'm sure.
Well, see, the thing is, though, I don't know that I aspire to be anything more than.
Then who cares? You can be a shit show with fucking. Yeah. The platform you're delivering it on doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Your thing could be at the end of the show. You rip one for about 60 seconds, and then
piss and gas, man. That can be your every thumbnail.
Everyone has to have a hook. What I mean by that is something that makes you different than everybody else. Okay? And then that's kind of your shtick, let's say. And that's what people know you for. And they come back to your show again and again and again.
Well, I was actually talking to Clifton about it earlier today. We were chatting on Discord because the webcam he uses was on sale today to go against Prime Day with Target, I believe. And I was asking, is that what he's using for a mic also, or is he using a separate mic? And I'm looking for the exact words I used because I felt they were on point. Here we go. They said the integrated microphone on a grand majority of webcams is going to be subpar for streaming. I said, my streams are total shit shows anyway. The audio content, the video content, and the content overall is subpar. That's kind of my trademark.
But that's true. But
and it'll evolve too. Like it'll all evolve.
You want to have good video, and you want to have at least good audio. the rest can be the shit show. I mean, that's up to you. But,
Mhm.
you know, I'm working on the camera angle. I'm working on the audio. I'm getting the monitor set up so that we can have this type of a conversation to where I'm not scanning this and that and the other. I can keep right looking into the camera like we're talking at the bar or we're talking at the pub right in front of each other and have this conversation about bourbon, about whiskey, about YouTube, whiskey tube in general. You know, it's important. And then to also have the input from like, you know, Tim and Jim and Adriana and stuff like that about different things that they have encountered or can do or can't do. And then you tweak everything. And then once you get everything worked out, and next time you hit the live button, everything's in place and the show goes on. And I'm slowly.
That's why I haven't given up on OBS yet. One failure isn't.
Oh, no. You're going to have many failures with OBS. You just got to work through it.
Anything open source is not
Yeah.
a user experience, dude. You know that.
No. And I mean, I use the StreamYard.
Dude.
And I
I
pay
don't know that I can agree with that.
If you can give me one example of an open source that had a better user experience than a lockdown application,
Linux.
Linux does not have a better user experience. It never has.
I have.
It can, but you have
Cisco is another example of lockdown. You know, something that isn't better, but the user experience is better. Apple user experience is better.
But that's the most lockdown.
Right, like that's what I'm saying. Like it's all about user experience. Open isn't necessarily the.
But to me, easy isn't always fun.
No, but that's for you, right? Like that's
right.
Yeah. But so I'll say this: the other thing that Adam and I do that we've really focused on is making it about the community. So we did it with the Foregate, like we got the donations in where we could give out Foregate to everybody. You know, really, I even sent Adriana an email saying that, you know, we don't limit who comes into our channel. We want everybody to come and participate. That was Adam's big goal when he first approached me, was he wants people to be able to come in. You know, Adriana, you know, I said, look, this isn't Adam and I donating this bottle. This was, you know, the Livewire community that donated the bottle. You know, because it was through donations that we're able to do it. You know, that's really what I think even Shane Long said, you know, it was, you know, it feels like Livewire is about the community. That's really what we've focused on trying to do with Livewire. Not to say that, you know, even Anthony's not doing that right now, but that was what we came in with. The goal is a place for everybody to be able to hang out. If you wanted to be part of Whiskey Tube and, you know, didn't want to start your own channel or did, or whatever, you were welcome to join and be part of it. And you could just chat. You can jump on. We wanted a place where everybody was welcome to come in, just like Cheers. Right, Adam? Correct me.
I think you've achieved that.
Got it, dude.
And so, you know, we always track, you know, I mean, we feel like the channel's already successful. We track the subs just like everybody does. Like we're always like, oh man, but that's just kind of like, it feels good to know people like what we're doing. But in the end, you know, we get people requesting Livewire to go live. We get, like, that's what we like more than how many subs we're showing, or, you know, whether or not people are asking if we have a Patreon or anything like that. We just want,
But that
we want people to be there, want us to come on and do what we do.
Yeah, even with that last giveaway, like people responding to that saying, "Oh, we love what you guys are doing," you know, like
yeah,
exactly.
Like little stuff like that makes it be like, oh, like people are like, this is hitting with some people. Like people actually understand what we're trying to do and they appreciate it. So
yeah, we don't expect to be, it's bourbon night, right? Like that's not like, I mean, 60,000 views and, you know, a Patreon doing $10,000 like the Bourbon Junkies would be awesome.
Yeah.
But that's, you know, if we have to do mini fridge commercials, I don't think that's what Adam and I want to do. So, you know.
I mean, if it gets that way, what the heck?
Oh, we'll sell the fuck out for sure.
Exactly. This is all a work in progress. I've learned from Livewire whiskey. You know, I talked to them before I got this going and said, that's exactly the idea I had, what you're talking about. I think we were on either Big League Bourbons or somebody, but we were all talking about that. This is the thing. This is the way we want to go. This is the future. In other words, to allow other people to come on here and be able to express their opinions about bourbon that normally would not jump on a channel, other than Livewire, you Bourbon, Whiskey Nose, Bourbon Battalion, myself. How many more are like this? There isn't.
I think a lot of us saw the demand at the same time, though. And me and Mike were just dumb enough to just be like, let's just do it. And we just started going live without really having a huge plan in place. It was just like, all right, let's do it.
Personally, I like it that you guys come on. I like it that, people like Tim Evans and Cheech and the Mash Bill, Ghostface is relatively new, but they're here. But they're great contributors to all of this. Whiskey Mountains. I mean, look at her. Look how she started. She never thought she'd have 700 subs, right? Exactly. I mean, I think she's a great person. I think we all do a good job. I like what I see. I like Big League Bourbon. I like ADHD whiskey. I like HBR, but they have their own spiel.
Yeah,
but
there's niches. Yeah.
The way we're doing this is, in my opinion, this is the thing, because there are people that they don't want their own channel, but they have something to say. They would like to contribute to your channel or my channel or Ben's channel, or Adriana's channel. I mean, she doesn't do this particular type of stuff, but I'm sure if I popped on, shot her a quick message when she was doing a live and said, hey, can I pop on? Please shoot me a link, just like she'd shoot you guys a link. Yeah, come on.
Our views go way down when Adriana comes on, but we still just love it having her on.
Well, of course, even though
just kidding, Adriana, just playing
a half hour ago and couldn't join us, we don't hold that against her. No, not at all.
Everybody loves Whiskey Mountains.
Exactly, sure. Everybody.
Mm-hmm. And we Tito.
Wish we could have her following. Without a doubt. So all this is a work in progress. All of this is. Like you said, it's not, yes, subscribers are important, but I like doing this just because of the community it is.
That's right.
And with just the way some things are, I'd rather sit here, have a drink with you guys than drive to a bar.
She's like, don't patronize me. God damn it.
Whiskey Mountains,
I don't know if you all saw what Anthony had highlighted. Thanks to everyone actually subscribing to my what I call shit show. I have a custom URL now.
Awesome.
Yeah, we need to figure out what that even means. I don't even know what that means.
I don't know what it means because I don't have that 100 subs.
But it means, you don't have youtube.com/QR423-79427Q.
Why not? What's wrong with that?
12.
What's wrong with that?
It's harder for people to find.
Well, actually, in my case, it's very it's more important because when you search for Bourbon, it autocorrects it to Bourbon.
How do you make that change, Bourbon? Because ours still shows up as like some.
You have to go. Okay, you go to YouTube Studio. I just when we were talking about the subs there, it reminded me to do it. Hang on, let me bring it up.
Oh, you go to YouTube Studio?
You got to go to YouTube Studio, and then on the left, you go to Customization. And then Basic Info, and then Channel URL. There's a button to make a custom URL.
Oh, okay, cool.
So we're over the amount where we can have like our name.
Yep. If I'm over, you're way over.
Not way, dude. We only got like 100 more subs.
No way. You only have 200 subs?
Yeah, we're like 225.
I don't believe that.
226.
Wow, what is wrong with you people? Sub.
Adriana's like 3 times on channel.
Oh yeah,
She's
No,
just
she's
looking
3
down,
times in person.
she's looking down at us
she's a real
from her
celebrity
phone.
compared to us.
Well, look at the quality of her content compared to any of us.
Oh, you guys can compare.
It's called organization.
Really? Darn it.
She's got intro animation. She's got beautiful scenery. She's got like a theme song. She's got everything. We got boom.
We're just like, hey, what's next, guys? This one?
Yeah. And then fall through the wall or fart and piss.
There you go. There's Scott. He's
Look at that. Now we're live wire whiskey.
But you know what I'm saying?
Good job, Mike.
I mean, this is to me is perfect. You can have 3, 4, 6, 8. It doesn't make a difference because all you're going to do is go from here to your bed.
Yeah.
No one's
That's a
drinking and
huge
driving.
thing. That's a huge thing with these pub hangouts, definitely.
And if you're somebody like Jim and I, you don't have any other friends anyway. Hey, I threw myself in there, Jim.
I know.
I was playing with you, buddy. I was playing.
Scott comes on here now.
Jim's my best friend.
So
My pub friends are my best friends.
You got to roll it over, Mike. It's not best friends. You don't roll. No. You got to do this. You got to. You got to grab it and pull it over.
What do HBR and JP do where they go to bump fist and then they just.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Tim Evans. I really feel that way. Like, the bigger we can make Whiskey Tube in general, the better it is for all of us. And I think there's a lot of people that still don't know about Whiskey Tube, and I think it's
going to be interesting to see how things persist as the world opens up more and more again.
My body, Adriana. That's all I broke was my body.
That being said, I do need to go to bed. I have a morning call that I got to
Scotch Down Under.
Is Scotch Down Under going live in the morning? Because I'm jumping on.
He was live this morning for us.
Actually, I'm all right. I don't have anything first thing in the morning.
Oh.
Like, never mind.
Bravo.
I'll drink to that, Adriana. That's
Can
right.
I get something from the peanut gallery?
Oh, he's bottle chugging now.
See? Why? Are you worried?
Oh, by the way, though, Adam, I did find out how to edit prior lives. So if you do want to clip that end off, I can. Yeah. Just like I could clip the end off of mine.
Okay.
We can talk about that.
Yeah.
And it might just be good to know for future use. If any of our streams go a little off the deep end towards the end.
No. They never go off the deep end. Your toes may hang off the edge, but never off the deep end.
I don't know about that. The worst is I have a custom URL to the last 4 minutes of that video.
Hey, I agree with what Tim Evans said. Anthony is hosting tonight. Let's celebrate that.
Mm-hmm.
Cheers.
I'm still drinking budget rye, Anthony, for you.
Me too. Well, no. Well, yeah, I am. This is the Elijah Craig rye, $35.
Drinking Woodenville cast strength. Fuck you guys.
Yeah, that is not budget strength or budget bourbon.
But it's just a good drop. But like I said, I appreciate all of you guys. I know I've got a lot of good information off Mike because if it wasn't for Mike, I wouldn't have got this started. My first real test stream just to see things worked and stuff was worked out. And then as I did that, I progressed myself. And I've asked tons of questions. Just like you, Ben. It's going to be a trial and error thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a trial and error thing. And the people that like this are the ones that are going to follow us. They're going to come here and they're going to pop on. I didn't expect to get, I think I was up to 25 people. I wasn't expecting more than a half dozen. I just wasn't. But you just don't know how it's going to go or who's going to show up. I mean,
I think this also worked really well for you that you came in with a theme. You know what I mean? Let's talk about these bottom shelfers.
Well, exactly. And exactly. You have to have a theme and you have to have your stick. What makes people want to come and watch your particular show? And I'm busting chops about, breaking wind and shit like that. But, you got to have something that people say, oh my gosh, I'm going to go watch Bourbon because of this or that. Just like Big League Bourbon. His thing is having those.
Dude, I don't know how Big League Bourbon isn't bigger than he is.
Well,
yeah, I know, right?
I don't know either. His production quality is on point.
Yeah.
He's got real guests, unlike any of us.
Hey, watch
Dude,
it.
and like
real guests. What are you talking about?
The
There's a lot of
schools,
baseball market in there for sure.
the stories, the content is real. He has a plan. It's granted the bridge between bourbon and baseball is a little bit of a stretch, but still, like having the baseball and having him talk about bourbon fits. Like you can have either side be somebody that comes in and talks to these, interviews that he has. I really think it's an idea that I think it hasn't. I just think it hasn't been like marketed. Is that the right word for it? Like
Yeah,
I think if it was marketed better and more people knew about it, I think more people would watch it.
Right, because it's weird because he does publish it around. He does, and like last week, I think the problem was last week there were a couple other things that came on the same time. Mash and Drum had a private hangout. So there was somebody else had some kind of episode, but like he had like 12 people on last week, and that was not right. He deserves better. He's putting a lot more into it than that.
Yeah,
Stanley, that was our goal.
Yeah, to beat you. They told me.
All we want, we're going to quit now.
Yeah,
But I wish I knew how to quit you.
Yeah. Adam is going to quit me now that we have more subs than Mashville.
Adam's going to spin off and start his own.
He could go back to Stanley now.
He's going to be like, I just need you to ship out the shirts.
Hey, is Tito waiting in the background there, Anthony? Jeez.
Not that I know of. Oh, yes, he is. I see him now.
Holy shit, Tito, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, you got to say something.
He did in the private chat.
What's up?
He said something. That's how I found out.
Oh, okay. Oh, he
Wow,
wasn't
that
in
shirt
there
is
long.
loud.
Because I was saying, I just looked down there. There wasn't anyone else in there. Okay.
What budget drink are you drinking, Tito?
Some roulette rye.
There you go.
I saw that. What? How is it?
It's not bad. It's young. It's a 4-year-old MGP. It's the 95.5 mash bill at 100 proof.
Yeah.
For like
For
20-something.
$27.
Oh, did you see this? Rock Cut Review is back?
Yep.
Ooh, oh,
Nice.
when did that happen?
Over the course of the last week and a half, he's dropped some videos, and they did their first live stream, except for the Kentucky Derby stream in 2 months on Thursday. So they're back.
Well, let us know, Adriana, when they get in. I'll plug them. I got no problem with it.
Nice.
Yeah, he cracks me up, although he takes his shirt off a lot.
I put one on my computer, Adriana.
That's Tim Evans. That's Mike Stahl. That's how you get him.
You what?
No, he's
Morris, I didn't hear what you say, but I didn't like the way you were giggling after.
Tim Evans asked Stanley, how do we all get 4-gauge samples? And I'm like, Tim Evans, you ask Mike Stahl. That's how.
Mike Stahl doesn't have that bottle, though.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
Has anyone actually
Which one
tasted
does
one
he
of
have?
these
He got
4
You got
gates yet?
it's Bourbon Night.
Yeah,
Has
I
anyone
tasted
tasted
the mash and drum one.
The mash and drum one's good.
Mash and drum one was pretty good.
Yeah,
Is it $200 good?
it was pretty damn good.
It was pretty damn
And
good.
it was a neck pour.
I'm pouring all of the samples tomorrow for the giveaway. Should I pop that while we're on the stream right now? I haven't popped it yet.
Yeah, that way it breathes a
How
little
does
bit.
it compare to like your other
I,
flavors?
I didn't try the one we're
Give
giving
us the
away
review.
No, not the one you're giving away. The mac.
You don't have to twist his arm. He's running.
I know, he's like,
And Anthony's like, "What happened to my budget show?"
Hey, I don't know if
Well,
you saw
20
this
people
earlier.
are getting.
I
there you
picked this up.
Oh, look at you. Look at yo ho.
Is that
I
well
said I
foolproof?
wasn't going to get any more, but you know,
How hard did that hit your pocketbook?
no, Ghostface. He does a lot of different stuff.
it was less than a peanut.
He does do Swillmageddon.
Wow.
This
Congratulations.
Really blends, but
I got a call.
That's a hell of a get.
So I got a call. There was only 2 bottles. So the person I deal with called me second. He said, "Do you want it?" And I was like, "I'm already in my car."
That is a hell of a get because supposedly nobody gets the non-store pick version. The non-store pick is supposed to be way better than just about any of the store picks.
And that's what I heard. And so I'd say, I don't want to say I raced to get it. However, I didn't waste any time in leaving here and going up there and getting it. It's about 5 miles from my house.
Now, do you have antique?
No, because you just can't find it. And when you do, it's redonkulous in price.
Well, I mean, I did show one that's up for grabs.
It's redonkulous in price.
What I paid is redonkulous in price.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
That was weak.
Oh my gosh, America.
Send it back.
Anthony, you think what I paid was
I'm just going to keep it. You guys don't get me.
Adriana, have a good night.
Good night, Adriana.
Notice I'm not pouring it for those wondering.
Everybody, fuck Tito.
Yeah, I think after our comment, we're going to get a sign too.
Love you, Tito.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Adriana.
make sure I put that up. I was like, I just saw
It's been a
it.
while since I got one of those from you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Fucking day.
she has no problem giving them out.
Yeah.
Tim Evans, how many of them? How many antiques do you have?
Me?
No,
Tim
Tim
Evans.
Evans. He wants the
So I got to figure out the best way to send individual samples to people.
Yeah, dude. I don't know how you're gonna do that and not break the live wire Mac.
Yeah. I don't think you took that part into consideration.
We got like $8,000 in there. Just kidding.
I was going to say, yeah, you're really off there, Mike.
Just kidding, Adam. Adam's like, we're going shopping.
There's like
Bruh.
sweetness there.
Some bottles.
I mean, seriously, I have no idea how you do that, Logan.
All right, Ben, we'll take that 107. We'll take, no.
If we can get them,
Right there.
yeah, I don't know. We'll have to look. It's probably going to have to go out mail.
You can go side to side to get only one nostril versus the other.
Because then I moved it too close. It's 'cause I bent my toes.
I think that's going to be the new thing. When Tito pops on, everybody's going to shoot him the finger.
I like it.
Tito. Cheers, buddy.
One finger salute.
The one finger salute.
That's right.
$4.20 a bottle for Old Carter is not worth it.
Oh no. No.
It is not worth it.
No.
God, no.
There's
I'm
not
at-
one bottle of theirs I would pay $4.20 for.
Nope.
No, I
Yeah.
max out on them at $250.
Yep.
And
And
I
even
mean,
that, you start questioning it.
expensive bottle. Yeah, you're
Just saying.
questioning it, but it's delicious.
And I would say, Bourbon, like, correct me, LT at half the price is probably a better deal than Old Carter at full price.
Oh,
Better deal. I don't think it's necessarily a better bottle.
Okay, what the hell?
No,
is
I
that?
didn't say better bottle.
Right,
but
right,
like,
right.
I would rather buy 2 bottles of LT than 1 bottle of Old Carter.
Or an LT and something else.
The thing is,
Yeah.
I'll say with the Carters, you know, like LT is come and gone. You know what I mean? It's a unique bottle. It's not going to be a,
But it's 12 year
anything,
cast strength MGP. Like it'll be something similar.
right? But I mean, I hear you, and I'm not going to say you're wrong. But with the Carters, they're incredible people. If you meet them, they're incredibly nice and incredibly generous. They're
Not the most expensive beer.
and pretty much anything they touch is fire.
Yeah.
So, and their MSRP is only 179.
Yeah, I mean, Scott, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just 179 all day.
That's what it's supposed to cost.
Yeah, yeah, 179,
Their
like-
MSRP with a profit margin is 179.
If I saw Bourbon Batch 6 for 179, which has Dickel in it, I'm buying it.
Exactly.
Adam wouldn't.
I would, and everyone knows how much I hate Dickel.
Yeah, I would buy it. I've had it. I got it from the likes. It was delicious.
Hey, Scott, I'm only going to show this to you twice. Just make sure you snag one if you see it.
It depends on what you like, Ghostface. So 4-Gate is more finished. And I mean, I like the 4-Gate a little bit better, but that's just me. The Old Carter was really good, though. I don't think you're wrong with any of them. But it depends on the 4-Gate, too, because, like, there's a couple of 4-Gates that are kind of
Right. Mike, I was going to say, I'm looking forward to eventually, whenever we exchange, trying the ones you have, because the ones we opened
That's what we were drinking.
at the Schlammering, I found highly unimpressive. But I know you really enjoy the ones you have. So I feel like they're just
Now,
not.
I will also say I think they're all kind of overpriced, right? At $200, like 4-Gate's a little overpriced. At $200, I think Old Carter's a little overpriced. I mean, you're paying for the rarity, and I guess there's something special in that.
You're paying for the rarity. You're paying for the curation of what you're drinking. You're not buying a regular bottle of whiskey.
Right.
Yeah, and when you drink, either like you drink a 4-Gate, like one of the good 4-Gates, or you drink, that's what I'll say. Like Old Carter, I would say, from the ones I've had, they're consistently really good across the board. 4-Gate, has its ups and downs a little bit, and it's a little more on the finish side, depending on the one you like. Like you're getting different finishes as opposed to a blend with Old Carter, right?
And the 4-Gate's more experimental, so like there's things that are not going to hit everyone's palate.
Yep.
So it might be a quality product that just may not be for you, depending on which experiment they're doing.
Right. It's just the price of admission there to find that out is
right. Is very high.
Did you get to try?
I can't get 4-Gate or Old Carter here, but I can get 4-Gate delivered.
Mm-hmm.
If like you get in time at Seal Box or something like that, right?
Mike, did you get to try a single barrel Old Carter yet?
I haven't.
I will say I had that, and that blew my effing mind.
I still want you to keep an eye out for Old Carter for me, even though you gave mine to Shane. Just kidding. I told Shane to take it. Yeah, I really like 4-Gate because there is a variety in there. They do, like Tito said, some, they do some experimenting. You get a little more finish variety. I didn't taste a huge difference between 5 and 6, candidly, of the American whiskey in Old Carter.
Because you have a shite palate.
but they both were bomb. In fact, I liked 5
Right.
better than 6, even though Schlong liked 6 better than 5.
You and Chris both.
Yeah. But I don't know if that was just to spite Shane.
I wanted to like 5 more for that reason, but I
Yeah.
think I like 6 a little bit more.
Yeah. So it's quite possible that was the case just because he's so on the 6's dick. But
Yeah, I would definitely. I own a 6. I don't own a 5.
I mean, the thing about Old Carter is you just can't get it.
Mhm.
You either can or you can't. And if you can't, you can't. It's not like BTAC where you might get it in a lottery. You know what I mean? It's like you live in a place where you can get it, or you live in a place where you can't get it.
Even if you live in a place where you can get it, it's not that easy.
Unless you're Bourbon.
I overpaid.
Yeah. I mean, if you're willing, I mean, dude, I overpaid for my,
if you want a batch 10 bourbon, I can go get it for $250.
Yeah, I have a George
good.
T. Stagg that I paid $200. That's more than MSRP.
But I'm just saying, Mike, if you want a batch 10 bourbon, I know where I can go get you one.
No. I will say, like, I would have paid $400 for the George T. Stagg. Maybe $300. I don't know if I'd have gone all the way up to $400.
Is the George T. Stagg that much better than the Old Carter?
Dude, the George T. Stagg is the best bourbon I've ever had. The 2020. Okay. Like it hits every like facet from, you know, the smell to the freaking palate to the finish. Like it was just, you know, like it's rare when you taste it. Like there's a certain flavor or like essence of the Old Carter that you just know is MGP, and it tastes MGP. Not that George T. Stagg doesn't have that, you know, Buffalo Trace hint to it, but you can just tell. Like you could tell when you drink that George T. Stagg, it just is different.
You know, for me, just like what Tim Evans says, what's one of the hardest things to find for you, but you would like to have on the shelf? And me, I'd like to find like a 4-gate out here, or I couldn't find the Lost Monarch. I just found it. I got 3 expressions of it on the way, but I'd like to have one of the 4-gates, and even Old Carter you don't see. Elmer T. Lee is inexpensive it is. I just don't see that here. And the last oh my gosh. I'm having a moment. It's what happens when you get older. But there's just things that in here in Nevada, it's just not here. And then when they do come, and this is it, you know, when I pick this up, this foolproof, if you don't, I hate to say, you don't know somebody that will pick up the phone and give you a call that works in one of those establishments, you're shit out of luck unless you're there when it hits the shelves. And these never hit the shelf. The one I got never touched so. I got a call. He said, "Do you want it?" I said, "I'm on my way."
Anthony, that store, how long have you had that relationship?
6 months.
Okay, because I would bet if they got 2 bottles of Foolproof, they got a case of Elmer a month or 2 ago. Probably 2 months ago.
I will say no, not at all, because I'm in there at least once a week. You know, I've got 5 or 6 places I go around and hit, and I've never, ever seen it. And if there's something under the counter, they generally let me know. Like they pulled out a Blanton's. He says, "Yeah, $99.99." I said, "Well, that's great, but it's not worth it to me. Not for $99."
I'm just saying they may have 8 or 10 guys that they got to hook up.
Well,
and it could be in the rotation. There's stores like that.
No, and I got what you're saying.
And that is a way better drink than Elmer. I promise you that. I'll put a sample of Elmer with your when we exchange. I'll happily give you an Elmer sample. So you can try it.
Yeah, Scott.
and heard
Scott,
that
I
that's
can't
not anything
handle 'em.
exciting. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mike.
I was just gonna say, I was just answering Scott. Like, I can't handle a bottle that I really want to try sitting on my shelf unopened. Like, it irritates me.
That just means you're not buying them fast enough, Mike.
Yeah.
Does everybody want to answer Tim's question?
Yeah,
What do
Yeah,
you think,
go,
Mike?
Anthony. It's your show.
I did.
You just
he
did.
did go.
Oh, okay. Adam,
And no one pays attention to me. That's okay.
I didn't know if you wanted to like finish it. I apologize.
No, I'm good.
For me, something I think should be easier to find in Utah would be the JD barrel proof, just the regular single barrel proof.
But
See, that comes in like waves here.
Adam, do you not have one?
I do have one. I got the one I have. I got from Idaho. Like
Yeah,
they
no,
hit in
but
Utah, but they don't hit often at all.
No, but Tim Evans saying, what do you not have that you really want?
That's the thing. I'm trying to think. Well, he's saying the hardest.
No, he's just
for
said
you
what
to
should be
find
on
that
the
you
shelf.
think
It should be on the
should
shelf.
Oh.
It's not.
Okay, I read the question thing.
Yeah, so it's hard to find for me personally, but it should be on the shelf in my opinion.
Got it. Okay.
What do you think, Jim Morris?
I mean,
Here
I'll
comes
put the question back up for you, Jim.
Next with
Anthony covered a lot of the bases, but you know, because a lot of the things that he mentioned that he's having trouble finding is the same thing up here, or either doesn't reach here or it's allocated.
See, I don't think that they haven't grown to the point of distribution across the country is a valid hard to find, because it's not hard to find. It's just not in that area at all.
Doesn't mean it's not hard to find.
I think that's what he means.
Mm,
'Cause
I don't know.
For here, we had a dry spell on Rare Breed. At least I wasn't seeing it for like over a year. And now it seems to be back in. But for a long time, Rare Breed wasn't on the shelf at all.
That's because it's terrible and nobody should buy it.
You're right.
I agree.
Horrible shit.
That's why I was so mad that it wasn't there.
well, my answer is easy, and that is old aged MGP should be readily available on the shelves and not hard.
Just
to
because
find.
you want it on the shelf, there's only so much stock.
If you go back a couple of years ago, right before I really got into this, 8 to 12-year MGP was on the shelves everywhere.
Right. And it all kind of, I don't think they were holding it back at all.
So I made a comment, right? That was like, I want toilet paper. Right. And so people go and they buy shit because, like, look at what happens to freaking Early Times Bottle and Bond. They know Sazerac bought it. So everybody, Cheech even made comment like, if I see a case, I buy a case. Right? Like, he's not drinking a case of Early Times Bottle and Bond. It was the same thing with toilet paper. Like, you know, it was everybody went and bought it because they thought it was going to be so hard to buy. And then you have a bunch of unopened bottles sitting on the shelf right now. And so, you know, I think the same thing is happening with whiskey, where people are buying it because they want to make sure they can have one, even though they may not be drinking it. And it's a lot of it is the collectors in us, right? But like, I open them, but like, I don't drink the whole bottle when I open it. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, that's why I like to try to buy two. I'll buy the first one, open it, and go, oh my gosh, that's good. Let me just get a backup. So I'll enjoy that first one. And then maybe after I'm done with that first one, 6 months, 8 months, maybe next year, I'll go, you know what? I'm going to have another swig of this. And I can pull that other bottle up. It's like when I found those Bardstown Discovery 1. I just told her, get two. You know, get two, because you just don't find them. And I want to be able to enjoy that one, send out a few samples to, to people, and then have that one sitting there. But to have, like you said, to have a case just because, no, 2 is generally my number.
Well,
yeah, I feel like with
I
some
kind
of
of want
the
to
Buffalo,
defend Cheech here, though.
I feel like with some of the Buffalo Trace, if people would settle down, if there wasn't a secondary market, a lot of things would be better for everybody. But like to not overthink it, I think is what Tim Evans said. Like, you know, what should be on the shelf that isn't. Like, I would love to see Sweet Wheat from 1792 on the shelf. You know what I mean? Like,
Or
it's
even
not
like what's
something.
something that's on the shelf most places that you don't see locally.
Well, I think it could be
Bourbon.
anywhere, right? Like some of it is just they make it rare.
So, well, no, Sweet Wheat is a once a year production.
I don't know.
Every
Actually,
year?
once every 2 year, pretty much.
But it's not. But it comes across as limited as an allocated product. And I would like to. I mean, the answer to the question was, what should be on the shelf? Why is it a once a year? Like everybody loves it. It should be on the shelf.
It's big enough distillery.
Well,
Yeah, I
see,
mean-
that's the thing, right? 5 years from now, that might be a fact. They may say Sweet Wheat. They may have already started saying Sweet Wheat sells like crazy, right? Let's make a shitload of it. It's bourbon. It's still got to sit there for 5-6 years before they can roll it out. And 5-6 years ago, nobody gave a shit about Sweet Wheat. Nobody gave a shit about bourbon 6 years ago, basically.
They clearly didn't taste it 6 years ago because it's good shit.
Agree. But all of us that are hyped on this now, 6 years ago,
Like Sweet Wheat isn't 12 years old, right? Like it should be more readily available.
I think it's 6 or 8.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Like 12 years, you understand it's going to be harder, right? The more demand you get for whiskey, the older it is, the harder it's going to be to find, right? But like something 6 to 8 years, that mash bill, that location, they should be able to keep up with demand.
Well, they didn't plan for this.
I'm gonna bounce,
That's the
guys.
fact.
Yeah, my
I gotta
laptop is dying. I'm
guys.
going to have to jump off too, but
All right. So press release states 8 years on 1792 Sweet Wheat.
yeah, so 8 years, that's 4 years lower than,
older than any of the fucking maker shit.
yeah,
Right.
4 years
I would
older.
know of. They
Is
don't
this-
age state anything.
Right. What came out this year was what they planned for in 2013.
Yeah.
I don't think any of us were buying or drinking more than one bottle of bourbon back then.
Yeah, Maker's 46 cast strength is on the shelf all the time here, Scott.
It's not everywhere.
I'll say it's not
Not
in
here.
every store.
Good night, guys.
I can find it
Good night.
anytime. See you, Adam.
Cheers,
Yeah.
man.
I can find it at any given time, but it's not necessarily in every store.
And see, that's never been released here. I've only picked it up when I'm out of state.
Yeah. It was here when it came out, and then it was gone.
I think we all agree. Fuck New York.
How many bottles on your shelf are from New York?
Touche, Bourbon. Touche, Burian.
So what I'm going to do is
Which one's that?
I'm going to end the stream, but you guys can hold on there. We can go on the backside and continue to chat. And that way we can let some of the people that need to go to bed on the East Coast or wherever.
Yeah, I'm gonna hop
They can
off.
do that. I'm going to stay and hang because it's not too late for me out here in this world. Which one is that, Ben? I can't see. Oh, that's the 16. So
This might belong to one. I hate New York.
Is that already claimed, Ben? Or are you opening it?
This one is already claimed by, I don't know, somebody who doesn't like where it's coming from.
I think you should lose the bottle just for that reason. And you can't kick me out right now.
I'm just saying where
Just
I got
kidding.
it from. There might be a couple more,
Ooh.
and I may be there again this weekend when
You happen
going
to
to see
see-
one
And it looks
Jim.
decent price, then yes.
E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof is another great example of one that should be more available, but they limited release it because Buffalo Trace is a fucking marketing machine.
yep.
Well, see, but I don't know if I agree with that. If you go there now, they are producing whiskey and building rick houses like Lightspeed, as fast as as fast as their money will allow, and they're, they'll, and they got money,
They got money.
but everything they're laying down, even from the last couple of years, isn't ready yet. I honestly believe 10 years from now, you're going to see shelves full of E.H. Taylor. You're going to see shelves full of Pappy. Because right now, they are making God knows how much of it.
Maybe.
Why
I want
wouldn't
another
they?
sweet wheat, Tim Evans.
They're printing dollar bills.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they?
All
If
right.
they released 100,000 more bottles or 200,000 more bottles of Pappy, it's all sold. All of it, every bottle.
At $50, yeah, I'd buy it.
Or the 100 or the 120, whatever it is. Whatever their retail is.
Yeah.
It's all sold.
Anthony, thank you so much for having
Yep.
us on, man. I appreciate it.
Yep. Like I said, I'm going to end the stream. Thanks, guys. Thanks, everybody in the chat. Stay tuned. There'll be another one coming up here within the next week or so, and I look forward to seeing you all. Guys, just hold on there, and we'll continue the chat. Thanks, everybody. Have a good night. Big League, if you want to pop on, you can just go ahead and pop on the stream. It's up to you. I'm going to close it down. There's the link for you. But all right, people. Thank you again. Have a great evening.